Samsung Galaxy A unlocked.
Gaming with this phone means you don't have to wait, so your characters can boogie and performance is great. Go Dragon, go Dragon, go, go, go Dragon.
Get ready for it. Yeah, this is it. Go! 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 Yeah, this is it. Go! Go! Let's go! This is it.
Visiting Singapore at the SEA Games meet and greet was actually my first time in Singapore. I honestly had no idea there'd be so many fans at the event, and hearing the cheers and meeting the fans in Singapore for the first time was an amazing experience.
The boot camp at the SEA Games was definitely very interesting. It was definitely like something that's very different for me. Normally I just coach one team and usually I know all the players, and this boot camp was like, I had like an hour and a half to work with like 4 teams, I think 4 different countries, and things about TI and EG and stuff like that. It was a cool experience. It was definitely something I would be interested in the future. So I think for a lot of these players to become superstars, they just need to be noticed. They need to have a venue to really promote themselves. And I think a lot of them have potential to be superstars. I think that these players just need to play. They need to learn more about the game, get more experience, experience being in a team, because that's like the biggest thing, you know, like playing a club game compared to being in a team, learning about people, learning about Dota, the game strategy. All these things are what really matter.
Southeast Asia has an incredible dedication to the game, and a tournament like the Southeast Asian Invitational provided by Razer is just an amazing resource for all up-and-coming players.
Get ready for it. Get ready for it. This is it.
This is a really exciting time for Dota 2. I cannot wait to see which country wins it all at the Razer Southeast Asian Invitational. Good luck to everybody.
Me do my 2-step.
This isn't about fame, fortune, or following. This is a calling. This is desire. This is obsession. This is what it takes to win. The search for more speed, focus, control. This is more than a game. This is esports.
You love playing games, and you're always hunting for the best deals. Now you can get more back just from the way you pay. Introducing Razer Gold, the virtual credit for games and entertainment that rewards you back. With Razer Gold, you get to enjoy more savings with exclusive deals. Get access to special bonus gifts and in-game items you can't find anywhere else, like unique weapons and skins. What's more, with every dollar in Razer Gold spent, you'll earn Razer Silver, our rewards program. Just like airline miles, the more you spend, the more you'll earn. Just keep collecting Razer Silver, and once you've got enough, you can redeem it for Razer hardware, games, gift cards, and more. With Razer Gold, you get more savings and gifts, and automatically earn Razer Silver to redeem even more cool gear. It's the best way to get rewarded just for being a gamer. Get started by signing up for a Razer ID on gold.razer.com. Take a moment to verify your account so it's totally secure. And that's it. Start filling up your e-wallet with Razer Gold and enjoy rewards with every spend. So how do you fill up your e-wallet with Razer Gold? It's easier than you think. We've got over 1 million partners and stores around the world, both online and offline, where you can top up your e-wallet with Razer Gold. Don't have a credit card? No problem. Reload your wallet by purchasing these Razer pins. You can easily find them at your nearest convenience store, supermarket chain, or pawn shop. Prefer to do things online? We've got you covered. Reload your wallet with your credit card, internet banking, and even your telco bill via direct carrier billing. Now that you're stocked on Razer Gold and you found something you'd like to purchase, here's how you pay with Razer Gold. Click on Pay with Razer at the checkout segment of your purchase. Log into your Razer Gold account and use your wallet balance to check out. If there's insufficient Razer Gold, simply reload your wallet with a specified amount via online banking, credit card, or buying Razer pins from a store. Here's a sweet deal to get you started. Create an account now and verify, and we'll reward you with 1,000 Razer Silver. Start getting rewarded and getting more back when you pay with Razer Gold now.
And welcome again to the Razer Southeast Asian Invitational 2020. Good evening, guys. My name is Cloud with a peace sign, and the casters for latest game will be Jazz and Kai. But before that, we are very, very excited again to bring you the best games, the best strats, and the best plays by the best players here in Southeast Asia. The broadcast of the Razer Southeast Asian Invitational is brought to you by, of course, Razer, Tier 1 Entertainment, and Samsung. So earlier's game, it was a win for the Filipino squad, but I guess Malaysian could have probably done better. I mean, they didn't do so bad during the early games, but I'd like to see how they're gonna fare up against the Filipino squad yet again in this game too. But I'd like to get the insights of our casters regarding this game, this coming game, and I guess it's time to give it to Jazz and Kai.
Hello. All right. Thank you so much, Cloud. So, in a best of 2 series, every game counts. You don't have the luxury to drop a game number 2 because, well, a 1-1 is 1 point for both teams, and a 2-0 means 3 points. So, if you could go for a 2-0, you might as well go for a 2-0 because in a best of 3, you have a leverage to drop game 2 and then just go get back game number 3. But now you don't have it. And So momentum-wise, Philippines.
And I definitely think that Team Malaysia, they have what it takes to come back or to bounce back in this series, and they just need to find that rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have the idea. Like looking at their draft, they draft really well. They just have to adjust during the game, I think. And in the previous game, considering that they had those heroes who were really good at pickoffs, I think they were a bit lacking in terms of aggressiveness. They could have done more, like to equalize the game or to even win the game. But what do I call this? Wait, I have to collect my thoughts again. My bad. I'm fixing my OBS right now, so I'm multitasking.
All right.
So they have what it takes. I really think so. Hopefully they step up in this game.
Yeah. But I guess if they plan to use a Troll Warlord again in game number 2, maybe pair it up with a hero with heavier sustain. Because they do have the sustain with the Enchantress, but it's not your top priority when it comes to sustain. So maybe they could have switched it up a little bit. Picked an Oracle, picked a Dazzle or something, just to add a little more survivability for the Troll Warlord or any carry at all. Because Troll Warlord, it has the battle trance, but it could only do so much in a team fight. After the battle trance, maybe if you have a BKB after the BKB, what are you gonna do against a Mirana with high damage against heroes that could actually kite you in team fight?
I think I don't think they have to adjust or they have to switch up anything when it comes to drafting. They could go for their comfort heroes. I think NP is actually a comfort hero for ENCE. I've seen them use it a couple of times already, and they just need to again be more aggressive, be more confident in executing those plays, because we've seen in game 1, right? They had really good pickoffs. There were some initiations that were really good for them also, and at some point, I think it was after the first team fight where they got almost quad wiped at the outpost at the bottom lane. I think after that, it's where Neon found their
rhythm.
Their rhythm. That's the point where they snowballed. And from that point on, Team ENCE, they were just playing on the back foot.
True. But for Team ENT, they have the chance here to even out the series, at least take a game away from Neon Esports. But for Neon Esports, they're not the type of team to just give up a game number 2. If they have the chance to go 2-0, they will go 2-0. Here,
so ENCE banning, they're gonna ban
same hands. Queen of Pain and
Clockwork. For Neon, I think if Beastmaster is open, they might go for that hero again. Even Lycan is open right now. And they banned the Mirana. Reason. So they might go for that the Zoo strat again here, banning out the Mirana, Timbersaw, and Batrider. Plus the DK. DK is a really good hero when it comes to wave clearing. So I think I have an idea of what Neon or the Team Philippines is trying to run here.
Yeah.
They might actually go for those summoning heroes. And for the first pick, Neon, I'm gonna call Beastmaster.
Beastmaster again. Okay.
Yeah, but most likely. I mean, with the heroes back.
They're calling
Or
Beastmaster.
Either Beastmaster or probably Chen.
No,
huh?
Nature's Prophet.
Close a bit. it's another summoning hero.
But Team ENT answers back with the Void
They're gonna go
Spirit.
for the board.
And
Keeper of the Light. Okay.
So somehow maybe a completely new draft for ENT.
Yeah.
But Neon Esports goes for the Beastmaster. There we go.
There we go.
Just a switcheroo, man.
Nature's Prophet, a really good opening pick. It's a hero where you can casually pick him in the first phase of the draft. Since you can play him in like all 5 roles, position 1 to up to 5. It really doesn't matter. Nature's Prophet in the right hands is a really deadly hero. I mean, its global presence alone is really effective in today's I wouldn't say patch, but meta. Because split pushing in the game for B, I think it was really buffed when they removed when they nerfed the what item was this? The Boots of Travel. Like remember before you can use like your TP or your scroll, your TP scroll to go back to the base and then use your Boots of Travel to get back into the lane you guys were pushing or the team was pushing. But now since it's a passive on the TP, like you can only use it once. So it's compared to the previous patches, it's quite hard to deal with those split pushes.
So yeah, Nature's Prophet could actually like take advantage of the fact that it's he has a teleport. It could also go for a TP scroll anytime. But Team ENT on their third pick.
And one good thing for Nature's, I mean, when you pick Nature's Prophet is with the way Malaysia played it earlier in game 1. Like you have the Conca to scout enemies or to find those pickoffs. Once you get the X mark again, Nature's Prophet just TP in, provide the extra crowd control with the Sprout. That's an easy kill for your team.
Bristleback.
Okay, Bristleback, a really good hero when it comes to fighting against those hordes of units that Neon can summon here. In Neon, I wouldn't be surprised if they go for a Warlock pick here. Warlock is an unconventional hero when it comes to facing. I mean, when it comes to drafting, but it is one of the best heroes in dealing against those tanky ones. Or they could probably go for a Viper
and Earth Shaker.
Yeah, I mean, it's too early to pick Viper. Although Viper is really, I think it's a good pick for Neon here. Counters the Bristleback heavily. But
he might ban Viper.
They might, although for a Bristleback, I mean, it's gonna be hard in the laning phase against a Viper.
10 seconds.
But the good thing about Bristleback is he recovers really fast. Like with a couple of items, let's say a casual Hood of Defiance, a couple of bracers, he can already deal tons of damage with those items alone. And Viper, with the way you play him, or it's gonna depend like how you scale into the game. Like you have to adjust your items if you want to play Viper successfully.
The Team ENT, fourth pick. So probably one thing's for sure, Keeper of the Light would be pos 5 for ENT.
Yeah.
And both Void Spirit and Bristleback, kind of a flex pick for them. Neon Esports, yeah, we're like, we have no idea where they're gonna put this. But a Vengeful Spirit pick for ENT.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a position 1 Bristleback for Malaysia. Yeah, they're gonna pair it up with a Keeper of the Light for that lane dominant. They can even go for a tri-lane here. Vengeful Spirit, they might play this off lane. If they go for the Bristleback position 1.
It's Radiant's band now.
Weaver for Neon for the Philippines. Okay. This thinking if it's gonna be a core Weaver. Because like we've said, Nature's Prophet, really adjustable, really flexible pick, really flexible hero. I mean, same as Weaver, you can play him in position 1 and 3. Sometimes they play it at 4. But I think for for the Philippines, it's gonna be for Earthshaker. Support Weaver, not that really impactful when it comes to the laning phase. I mean, it's okay, depending on the +1 in the lane. Like if you have someone who has good disables or damage over time, it's really annoying to play against the Weaver. Meanwhile, for Ents, looking at the draft they have here. Okay.
No, and the Doom. So that's a high amount of disable for Neon Esports. But as we see here, a Viper ban. Yeah, they're not taking any chances here against Neon Esports.
So for Malaysia, I'm still thinking where they're gonna put the Void Spirit here. Because they can play the Void Spirit in the offlane and the mid lane, depending on what matchup they want for it. Meanwhile, for Neon, this might actually be a Doom mid. Weaver and Nature's Prophet, not sure who's going to be the position 1 here.
Team ENT, last pick, and they're taking their time.
Okay. Ranger.
Oh, wait, so Aura strat for Team ENT?
Yeah.
Vengeful, Drow Ranger, Aura strat, Bristleback. They could go for a Bristleback offlane. And then a Void Spirit mid, the Vengeful Spirit 4.
Yeah, so it's going to be a position 1 NP. And it's going to be
Nature's Prophet.
Weaver. Okay.
Could be a Rappy Beastmaster. Oh, mid lane Doom. No, mid lane Doom.
Yeah, it's gonna. Oh wait, yeah. Yo, it's Japoy.
Japoy Doom on the mid lane.
So it's
gonna be Rappy Beastmaster.
Yeah, still undecided on which heroes they're gonna play.
5 seconds left.
Okay, there we go. Shen, Bristleback, Smoke, Void Spirit. Okay.
So here we go, game number 2. And looking at the draft, I think Malaysia has a really balanced draft here. Like you can play early with the Bristleback and the Vengeful Spirit, and then you have the fallback hero, which is the Drow Ranger. That is if Drow Ranger gets enough farm. And she actually might have a hard time here, although when it comes to those team fights, they do have a lot of saves for the Drow Ranger here. You have the swap on the bench, you have the blinding light from the Keeper of the Light.
See you later, nerds.
You have the crowd control with the Will-O-Wisp.
Enough crowd control for Malaysia actually. Just one thing, I mean, it's going to be a problem for the Void Spirit here, the Doom.
Brutal, savage, ranked.
And with the pick here, or with the heroes of Team Philippines, they can play a really fast-paced game here with Beastmaster, of course, and Nature's Prophet. Although, every time I see a Doom pick, I'm not really sure how it's gonna go for them, because there are those situations where you want the Doom to be up. I mean, the skill, the ult. You want Doom's ult to be up before you take those team fights. And considering it has a really long cooldown, it's 145 seconds in all levels. And so somehow it sets back your timing. But I still think they can take those fights even without the Doom.
Yeah.
I think one hero is going to be a problem for them. it's gonna be the bristleback. They don't really have something to deal with this bristleback, especially if it gets
Someone
super farmed.
What do you call this? Silver Edge carrier. Option for Silver Edge here for Team Neon.
If ever you're gonna go for the Silver Edge, I think Nature's Prophet is the best suited hero for it. Especially this game, it's position 1, Nature's Prophet. At the bottom lane. A minor engagement here from both teams. Okay, so like on your side, Jazz, who are you in favor?
Well, I'm giving it 20% to Neon as well, because I would love to see a carry aside from a Drow Ranger. We all know Drow Ranger isn't your go-to carry hero, but I guess they could still make it work with the Vengeful Spirit pick, along with the Aura strat that comes along with the Drow. But still, man, Neon Esports. I think they're just gonna play it better this time.
I mean, they should if they want to close out this game.
Yeah.
Or if they want that 2-0.
But as we all know, we all love an underdog story. We all love good Dota. And I would love to see Team Malaysia put up a fight here against Team Philippines.
I think the only problem with, I mean, for me personally, the problem with Joe, we're actually about to see it right now.
There we go. Like, very squishy. No escape mechanic.
Yeah.
You have to distance yourself.
Yeah, I was gonna say the problem with Joe is in terms of the hero tier list. For me, he's probably around like C. He's a C tier hero for me right now.
C tier hero.
Yeah, and even with the current meta right now, where it's all auras. Wait.
Oh, they will take CDR. There we go, and the double kill for Playhard.
Dota2.
Yeah.
Double kill and a support Weaver.
Yeah, I was gonna point out that the meta being run today, like I mean, one of the metas is, as you said, the one where you play with the auras. So you have the Vengeful Spirit aura here, the Vengeful. I mean, it is what it is. Vengeance aura, and then you have the marksmanship from the Drow Ranger. And I think the thing that separates Drow Ranger from Luna, which is another meta pick right now. I mean, they both provide those buffs, right? But the thing with Luna is she can hit more targets in those team fights, and with the help, I mean, she has a Eclipse, right? It's a really good AoE skill also, and with the itemization, Luna can be a really tanky hero.
There we go, the Fisher, the block on CDR, and look at that! It's like, blinding light, but CDR, can he survive? And Jadwin on right side. There we go. They will take him again.
Yeah, they have the vision from the Hawk also. That's one big problem for Drow Rangers. Zero mobility, BKB dependent hero, and you have to rely on godly positioning if you want to win those fights. And if she doesn't get a good laning phase or a good start in the laning phase, it's gonna be a hard time for her. It's not like the Drow Ranger we used to know, like she who's really good at recovering.
Yeah.
Since the marksmanship got nerfed, but nice career snipe there.
Career snipe. So far, Playhard will survive the Drow Ranger.
Bottom lane, the Drow, he's just one Fisher away from dying actually. We've seen it a couple of times already. So,
even with a tri-lane on the bottom lane, he's having a hard time. But Japoy will be taken out by Zeal here on the mid lane. Something's happening here for the side of Team Malaysia.
They're trying to go for the Void Spirit. So Malaysia, they're gonna commit the tri-lane also here in the bottom lane, just to secure the farm of the Drow Ranger. But here's the thing, Nature's Prophet left alone in the top lane versus the Bristleback. I think Bristleback should have the upper hand in this lane. He can cut the creeps, or he can even lane against the Nature's Prophet head on. But let's see. Well, in terms of laning, or in terms of getting farm in the lane, it's really more efficient if you cut the creep wave and then you drag it towards the jungle, as we are seeing here from the Bristleback. Because your farm is going to be less contested. There's no one to deny the creeps. You get a little bit more XP with the neutral camp and gold, of course.
Oh, magic missile. There goes the bull. Again, the rotation here from the side of Team Malaysia. They want Japoy, but TP's coming in. Here comes Play Hard with the Sukuchi on the smoke. The question is, can he take him? Here, Fisher connects
nice
perfectly. Right at the point.
So sadly, it backfired for Malaysia. They were trying to go on the Doom, but the rotation again from Team Philippines and the reaction really on point here. And that's Doom is really is a really hard hero to take out actually. Like if they're just two heroes, quite tanky with the HP regen he has with while Devour is up, plus the movement speed he gets from the Scorched Earth. So you're gonna have to commit like a couple more heroes than the last time.
Magic missile on Japoy, but Januel, they know the Fisher is there, but the stun coming in, the pull, wait. Will it backfire for Neon? Magic missile connects. Yep, we will take the Earthshaker.
Yeah, that was quite too deep for Philippines. Because based on the damage of the Vengeful Spirit, like the damage he dealt or she dealt on the Doom, it's clear. It's really clear. Wait,
coming in. Here comes Smoke. Play hard. Won't survive.
You sought to bargain something.
Yeah, as I was saying in the mid lane, it was clear that Vengeful Spirit had the upper hand when it comes to those right-click damage or right-click hits. But they're pinging the Drow Ranger here, and they are going to pay for it.
They want the Drow. Are they going to pay for it? There we go. The pull on the Earthshaker. Nice. But then they will take the Drow. They got what they want. They could bail out.
It was a really awkward position for the Drow Ranger there. There was nothing he could do but just like stand and fight in that situation. Meanwhile, Doom in the mid lane, trying to get that level 6. That juicy ult.
Juicy. Disable the Fisher again, but he misses. They dissimulate from smoke. Oh, Rappy? Yeah, but we got...
yeah, Scam.
We still have Scam here. He wants to get that, but nope. They denied the tower at the bottom lane.
Yeah, I think that was okay for the Philippines. They forced reactions from the side of Malaysia and they were able to take down the tower. Although it was denied, but still, map control. Really important. Plus Scam on his Nature's Prophet was able to TP out as well. So overall, good trade for the Philippines. And we are approaching the 10-minute mark here. And Doom, we've yet to see him use his ult. He doesn't even have a skill point yet. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing with the Doom mid lane. It's not as effective as those other mid laners who are really efficient when it comes to roaming, when it comes to making plays. It's not your go-to hero if you want your mid laner to set the tempo for the game.
Oh, Januel. Taken by the Void Spirit.
Yeah, Doom is more of an like AFK farmer in the lane, which is what he's doing right now.
And kind of want that.
Oh. So far, so good for Team Malaysia.
And Cypher, oh, Rappy. On the bottom lane, lock with Januel. Do they know? The Kotl! They will spot the Kotl! Oh, the Fisher. Wait, TP out!
No more cancel.
You can't cancel it, it's too late.
Okay, quick thinking from the Keeper of the Light. He saw Beastmaster was only level 5. Earthshaker already used the Enchant Totem and Fisher. There was no other way to cancel the TP.
Yep.
So Drow Rangers farm here, getting limited to the jungle only. It's
play hard. Oh, no, that's heavy. 5-6 here for Team Malaysia. 2K net worth lead for Team Philippines.
Yeah. I get why Drow Rangers playing it really safe right now. You have the Nature's Prophet on the enemy team, and you really don't know when the when Team Philippines is gonna make a play on the Draw Ranger. So for now, they have to play it smart. As long as Draw Ranger is getting those farms and not getting killed, I think it's gonna be okay for Team Malaysia here. But they have to regain map control, or even their own jungle if they want to farm, because they're being choked right now by Team Philippines. The two lanes
their
they have,
own jungle. Two lanes, their own jungle, and then Draw Ranger is just stuck on that triangle.
yeah, they lost their main jungle. Draw is stuck in the triangle, and they haven't taken down much objectives. Although for Team Philippines, in terms of towers, it's practically the same. But looking at how spread out the heroes are for them, like they have upper hand when it comes to map control right now. And it's not a good sign if you see 3 heroes on Team Malaysia, like grouped up in the triangle right now.
Oh wait. They really have to stop this. They really have to stop Zeal here.
Yeah.
Although Doom already has the Necronomicon, Beastmaster probably would go for a Necronomicon as well, so the unit gaming from the side of Team Philippines will be too much for Team Malaysia, but they have
They are
the
playing
Brazil back.
for light.
Oh wait! Will-O-Wisp will catch 2. Here comes Void Spirit. Will they go for the pull? They got the Earthshaker and the pull coming in. Astral step in. Roar.
Ooh.
Who's gonna help him out? But Smoke. Oh, dissimulate. Here we go. Smoke. Oh man, yeah, they almost got him there. And Rappi disengage from the bottom lane.
No kills in that initiation. But again, Team Philippines, they were able to commit 4 heroes towards the bottom lane. So NP, Kem, he's getting free farm here at the top lane, and then just sitting in the jungle, trying to get those levels, trying to get those items.
Radiant's top tower's about to topple.
Although for Malaysia, Bristleback, he's getting quite farmed right now. He's 3rd in terms of net worth, and he's about to build his Vanguard. And this can be, I mean, he's going for the... Wait, I thought he was going for the Crimson Guard. Looks like he's gonna build the Vanguard, then go for the Halberd immediately. Okay, so Team Malaysia here doing quite well. Although in terms of net worth, Philippines, they have 2 cores.
The Drow Ranger is still struggling here for Team Malaysia.
Yeah, she's a bit far in terms of net worth, actually. She's sitting on
the pressure will
2.5k gold.
cancel 1 TP there. The Doom on the Drow Ranger. Can they take him out? There goes the pull, but it misses. The Stomp coming in. The swap. Wait. Drow Ranger. Oh, he's gonna die. Kim with a TP right at the nick of time. But the question is, will he survive? He will get the double kill here, taking down Bun. Oh, play hard. We'll try to help. Neon Esports. Oh no, Scam is down. Smoke will take the kill. They will take Zeal though. 3 heroes dead for 1.
They have deflection.
Fisher. Play hard. Will fall.
Not the best Fisher there from the Earthshaker. Weaver had to go around the wall in that spot. Although it was a good initiation or a good fight for
they've taken 2 cores.
Yeah, they took out 2 cores exactly, plus 1 support, and they only lost their Native Prophet and the Weaver. Although again, I've said this before, they don't seem to have an answer for the Bristleback. Right, especially right now, like he's quite tanky.
Radiant's top tower's under attack.
Oh, cancels the TP there.
Fisher on Shen.
Okay, so Malaysia trying their best to regain control here. They finally taken down the mid lane tower. So, in terms of
actually they've taken the safe lane tower as well, so they have the chance to control the jungle here, Team Philippines. Whereas Team Malaysia, they still have their mid lane tower. Vessel on the Weaver.
Yeah, I think for Malaysia, they can make a play here, knowing that Doom is on cooldown. They can smoke up, go for a pick off, especially the top lane. Quite
They
safe
have
for
to
them
do
to enter the jungle of the dive side here.
They have to do it within 21 seconds though. 'Cause Doom's gonna be up soon.
And then John Well on his Earthshaker. A bit far from getting his dagger. Although the Weaver, he's gonna go.
Oh, pull here on play hard. They have the vision. The Fisher coming in, but can they go for a reversal? Oh, play hard. Oh no, he's dead. He's gonna die. Januel will catch. Oh, the Echo Slam on the solo Shen. There we go.
There was no way. Wait, they're still gonna go for more.
Can they take one? The roar. Oh no! Disengage. The Sprout on Seal. Beastmaster cuts the trees. They will take Seal. Double kill on Scam, but then Bun will be taken out as well. The Doom on the Drow Ranger. They will take the Doom, but oh, he gets denied. He gets denied. Wait. Oh, the Fisher won't connect. Well, yep. They won't take one, but that's gonna be a win for Team Philippines. 4-for-2 trade.
Yeah, and to think that Malaysia already had the upper hand in the team fight because they had Philippines outnumbered there, and the roar was used awkwardly by the Beastmaster. He used it to gain the movement speed and create a sort of gap from him and the opponents.
Absolutely perfect.
So I just think Team Malaysia here, they're getting outplayed in this team fights, which is a bad sign for them. Plus, the Bristleback, yeah, he died early on in the fight. I think there was no way for him to survive that because the swarm was almost up to its full duration. He didn't have the time to take it out.
No, wait a minute. Rapi Fisher will block him, but Rapi won't survive.
Those are the pickups you want from if you're Team Malaysia here.
And if you want, like, if Drow Ranger puts the drop on you with the silence, there's no way. There's no way you can escape. The multi-shot, the damage output of the Drow Ranger is gonna be too much. The swap, trying to save himself, the Sprout, and the Fisher from high ground.
Yeah, Philippines, they're trying their best to keep control of this, what do you call this, the main jungle of the Radiant side.
Oh, see? He gets the drop on the silence here on the Earthshaker and it's dead. That's
no?
Pretty easy kill here for Drow.
Yeah,
so
Philippines,
11 and 13.
They're heavily committing to this main jungle or of the Radiant side. And they're not taking objectives as opposed to, I mean, that's what they should be doing with the Beastmaster and the NP. Yeah, for the past few, like 5 minutes, I think they were trying to, like, what do you call this, assert dominance here in the bottom lane, which hasn't been like too much effect.
Don't look good.
Oh, the smoke coming from the Philippines on the bottom lane. They will try to make a play. Cam trying to chase. There we go. The pull, but oh, it will not be effective. The roar on the other side. A lot of things are happening. Skills flying everywhere. Shen is down. They will take Bun as well. So 3 heroes dead.
Yeah, as expected. Nature's Prophet, he went for the Silver Edge. Plus, they got the Doom on the Bristleback also. So, okay, that's one way of dealing with the Bristleback here. I mean, for Philippines, if they take out the Bristleback, the rest is not going to be a problem for them anymore. And I think one more option for Team Philippines here is Doom. He can go for the axe for that, like, what do you call this, consistent source of the break mechanic from his
Scam. Taken by Shady. But wait. There's gonna be more, but the time lap. Oh, he misses the Will-O-Wisp. Nice play there by Play Hard. Hence the name.
Philippines, they can make a play here. They know the Will-O-Wisp is down. And that's one of the best controls Team Malaysia has right now. Yeah.
Converging after the Doom. Now the pull! Oh, it barely misses! Barely misses.
Okay, so again, we're still here at the bottom lane for both teams. I think what Malaysia should do, like, they know Philippines is contesting this main jungle really hard. They should use the time Philippines is they should use the time for the Philippines is doing here in the bottom lane for the Drone Ranger to get farm like on the side lanes.
Until Drow Ranger on 5th in net worth. Blink Dagger on the Earth Shaker. Oh, they will get the drop on 1. Blinding Light will be used as well. They want to kill Playhard. They will get Playhard. The Roar. Oh no, the Vengeful Spirit is dead. They want the Drow. The Fisher connects on the Void Spirit. CDR getting chased. Shen with a body block, but CDR. Oh, Ice in the prize here. Triple kill for Skem. They want to go for the full team wipe. They got the break on Shen. Wait, Shen. Oh man. That armor's too much. Oh, wait. Chapoy. You want to go for the kill? You have the Doom. But this is going to be too late. They got 4, they lost Playhard, and they might as well want to take this Aegis.
Yeah, again, Philippines with another good fight there. One thing I noticed is, although they are like single target heroes here, their time to kill is really short. Like, you get the stun on one hero, you take him out in like less than 1 second, and then you move on to the next target. That's how they are winning those team fights. And what they did was really, I think it was really efficient of them to ignore the Beastmaster. I mean the Bristleback, and just go for the squishier targets. Because Bristleback alone, he can't do anything against 5 heroes. I mean, at this stage of the game, he is tanky, but he's still lacking damage. Unless you've got like stacks of Warpath on you.
Oh, the smoke. The smoke from Team Philippines. Somehow, there we go.
Yeah, this is the thing I really like about the Bristleback core. Because you can go full defensive way.
The Doom on the Bristleback, they got the drop on him. Other heroes will try to help. Bun is out. They want to go after Rappi. Oh, he survives! But then they can't save Shen. They will take him.
Oh, they got Fisher block.
They got Fisher blocked by their own Fisher. But Shady will be taken by Skem. Skem with the damage. A 4-step in by CDR.
They're gonna go dive.
Skem, he wants one. The save. Wait, can they kill him? Playhard will fall, but ENT. Oh, they're gonna take that guy. The swap on Japoy.
Yeah, that's really deep for... That's overcommitment from the side of Philippines. It wasn't necessary to dive that deep, just take down the Draw Ranger. Although they did force him to buy back. And nice target selection in that team fight. They know that the Keeper of the Light has one of the best disables and when taking those team fights. So instantly they jumped on the Keeper, even let go of the Roar. And then the Doom on Bristleback was like just spot on. Because Bristleback, again, you just have to kite him in those team fights. He couldn't do anything when he's doomed, when he's silenced. Supposedly, when you're being ignored, you just let out those sticky, what do they call this? The nasal goo. Just to keep what do you call it? Catch up with those heroes. But how can you do that if you're silenced?
Oh, on the
top lane.
Jungle top lane. They will pop the Aegis. Round 2 here for Skem. Can he survive? Will-O-Wisp will be used. He's gonna get bursted down. The swap, the Fisher from the outside. Earthshaker, wait a minute. Can he drop the... Oh, the Echo Slam on 2. But wait, Skem will fall. The roar. Oh no, TP out. Yeah, he can't go TP. 3 heroes dead on the side of Team Malaysia. They want the Kotal. They will get the Kotal. And all focused on Shen. Oh no. Yeah. He's not gonna take Rapido, but it's full team wipe here for Team Philippines.
I think it's becoming quite similar to game 1. They're lacking in terms of damage, so they're taking a really long time in terms of taking down those heroes. Like, this is a Nature's Prophet. I mean, he is quite tanky with certain builds, but he's not supposed to survive that long in those team fights, especially if he's being focused by 2 to 3 heroes here. And that gave enough time for the Philippines to react to that engagement and eventually turn the fight around.
Middle tower's under
It's starting to become similar to game 1. Yeah. Doom going for the Shiva's Guard here.
Oh no, they will catch Vengeful Spirit. Then here comes the pain. Shady will be taken by Play Hard. Fisher will connect. They've got him. They got him on their heels. He's dead and doesn't have a buyback.
Yeah. Nice choice from the Nature's Prophet here, targeting the Keeper of the Light so he wouldn't be able to do
and Play Hard
let go of his spells.
Play Hard with the Aghanim Scepter, the save mechanic on Team Philippines. Oh, take a look at that from the backside! Oh, we got Scam! Will-O-Wisp will be used as well. But wait, Blinding Light puts him back in the Will-O-Wisp. CDR again. They're all focused on him. The silence on one, but they will take Chidori. Oh no!
Scam's still alive.
Shen, that's too much! He drops it! He drops the Echo Slam! Shen trying to keep himself alive, but I think he's gonna go back to the well. And Neon Esports, they have to go for the objectives. Objectives are the key here. They will catch him! Ooh. They're gonna burst him! The roar connects and oh, the swap! Shen is down, no buyback. Jaw Ranger down, half a minute, no buyback. Zeal will pull, no buyback as well. 4 heroes dead, GG.
Nature's Prophet just too fat at this point.
Yeah.
They're unstoppable.
What a way to end the series. No tier 3 towers. No tier 3 towers.
Yeah, straight up, they just made Team Malaysia tap out.
Yeah. No tier 3. It's like, yeah, it's over. No buybacks for all 5 heroes. And that's gonna be too much. Like, the damage of the Nature's Prophet is too much. He's really tanky. And the Echo Slams with the Earthshaker, spot on.
Yeah, as again, I've said, same problem persisting for the Team Malaysia here. Their carry, their Draw Ranger, lacking in damage. And he does have the Hurricane Pike, which helps her position well in those team fights. But it's really hard to find good positioning versus a Nature's Prophet because he can pop out anywhere on the map, like literally anywhere.
Yeah,
and
Jaw Ranger, I'm really not a fan of Jaw Ranger at this point. All right, at this point, if they want an aura hero, maybe a Luna would be better than a Jaw Ranger.
And I think for Team Malaysia, more like persisting problem for them. They keep on getting outplayed, even in those fights where they have the enemy outnumbered. They still manage to lose those fights somehow.
Like, no Nature's Prophet on the team fight. They killed the Nature's Prophet prior, and then like 4v5, they're still losing the 4v5s. But that's it for game number 2. And Cloud, what do you have?
Yo, what's up? I've heard you guys, and since the drafting phase, I heard that you kind of dislike the fact that Malaysia went for the Drow pick, right?
Yeah.
Well, like why? And what could happen? Like besides Luna, like but they were trying to play the game kind of slow in the early to mid, I would say.
Mhm.
I would think that that's for the Drow to have time to scale up, right?
Yeah, but at this point, like, you kill the Drow twice in the laning phase, really squishy hero, no items or whatsoever. Like, only a Hurricane Pike at the end of the game. 3 Wraith Bands and a Hurricane Pike at, I guess, 27 minutes. So yeah, it didn't farm well.
That's one big problem for Drow Ranger. Really weak in the laning phase, easily punishable. Once, as I've said, one fissure is all you need for the side of Philippines to take down the Drow Ranger. And actually, I'm thinking like Malaysia, they could have played better with the Bristleback. They should have utilized the Bristleback more, because Bristleback, as also I've stated before, that with just a couple of items, he can dish out tons of damage with the Warpath stacks, and he can be a bit tanky as well. But the thing is, Neon, they just keep on like making the better plays and like good usage of skills, nice target selection from them. So overall, like they're just outperforming Team Malaysia here.
Yeah. I feel like Malaysia started to fall off the game. Like they held out fairly well in the laning phase, like so. But what is the reason they couldn't get control of the bottom lane jungle back again from the Philippines? Because Philippines just kept pressing on that, kept pressuring that area. But why couldn't Malaysia get that back?
Basically they were underleveled again.
Underleveled.
And as also I've said earlier, Drow Ranger, he should have used the time that Neon was while Neon was trying to contest the jungle. He should have farmed the enemy's jungle on the dire side, or even pushed out the top lane.
The problem is, Beastmaster is farming on their side of the jungle. We have Nature's Prophet all around the map. Any vision. If they spot any hero from the side of Team ENT, you can expect Nature's Prophet will be right beside.
I guess I agree, that's also one problem. Like why Drow Ranger was playing it really safe.
Yeah.
Because anywhere, as long as you show yourself in the map, you're gonna expect a Nature's Prophet to come TP to that lane just to try and kill you. Especially NP, he was free farming in the top lane. So in terms of levels and items, he had the advantage over the Drow Ranger. I don't think he can solo kill the Drow Ranger in the early stages of games, since Drow Ranger has marksmanship, goes through the armor. But they have the Beastmaster, right? Like you said, he was farming on in the other lanes. So the draft was really just like super potent for against the Drow Ranger.
Yeah. So what do you think was running through Malaysia's mind for the pick of Drow?
I'm sure they were trying to go for the aura.
The aura.
Well,
with the Vengeance and Joe.
Anyway, it's been a sweet victory from the Filipino squad. It's 2-0, and both games with very kind of fast games, less than 30-minute games. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And there you go. That's it for that match. Don't go anywhere, as we still have a lot more matches. Oh, actually, it's just going to be Team Cambodia versus the Team Philippines.
Team Philippines.
Yeah. But then again, I'd like you guys to remind you to follow Razer on Facebook at facebook.com/Razer, Tier 1 Entertainment at facebook.com/Tier 1 Entertainment, Samsung at facebook.com/SamsungPH. And again, congratulations to the Filipino boys, and thank you, Jazz and Kai, for casting that game.
Thanks.
Thank you as well.
Yep. This is Cloud. We'll be heading on a quick commercial. Peace.
Alright.
Samsung Galaxy A unlocked.
Gaming with this phone means you don't have to wait. so your characters can boogie and performance is great. Go Dragon, go Dragon, go, 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 go Dragon!
This isn't about fame, fortune, or following. This is a calling. This is desire. This is obsession. This is what it takes to win. The search for more speed, focus, control. This is more than a game. This is esports.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Razer SEA-Invitational 2020. And I'm Cloud with the peace sign again. And I'd just like to talk about the game earlier. It was a total domination coming from the Filipino squad. And I'd like to know more from these guys, for our casters, for the next game, Cambodia versus the Philippines. Like, have you watched the game, Calbs and Nate?
Hi, Josh. Yeah, I've watched the games so far still. What can I say? I mean, Neon Esports still doing what they do best, drafting some unconventional heroes on their draft. And looking at it, still they're picking up the Earth Spirit for Japoy in game number 1, and it proves still very strong for this team. And opening up, I mean, they're not banning out Beastmaster, which is one of their pivotal heroes on their draft.
How about you, Nate? Were you able to watch the game?
Yeah, I mean, I had dinner during the first one, but I did have it on the stream, of course. I was watching while I was eating, and I hope everyone else has had dinner as well. But yeah, speaking of, I think Neon Esports, pretty clean, to be honest. Sort of expected, in my opinion. Not to be a bit disrespectful towards the other teams, but honestly, Neon Esports has just been doing great. Consistently, okay. I think both games were 20 plus minutes long, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure about the second one, but they were pretty short. Of course, compared to, I think, the first series, which had a few games which went a bit longer. But yeah, I think overall Neon Esports pretty clean overall.
Yeah. You know what? I've learned something from Nate today. Like, you add not to be disrespectful, just to make everything much more safe. No, I'm kidding. I'm playing.
It's dangerous nowadays.
Yeah, I know. And yeah, thank you for that. I've learned something from you.
No problem.
But yeah, I would say they played pretty good. What can we expect? We've seen both teams play, Cambodia and the Philippines. Do you think this is going to be another one of those type of games that's going to be hella fast? What do you think?
It depends on the draft. It really depends on their draft. Because the last time I've seen Neon drafting this exotic heroes on their lineup, they got punished very hard. They just pick. I mean, their opponent just pick something like a better scaling heroes rather than going for their early to mid oriented style of gameplay plus the heroes as well. So yeah, I think the teams needs to be mindful about the way they draft on their team as well.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, I think it always usually depends on the draft. It's not like you can go into a game, look at two teams, and say, "Oh, this team's gonna win." It's not actually like that. I think a lot of the viewers maybe assume that it's usually that case, but it's actually really not. And it's really hard to say that one team really is so much better than the other team that it's just flat out going to be a 2-0. That's what's beautiful about Dota, that it's not really just about the matchup. It depends on the draft. It depends on how you execute the draft. It depends on whether or not you laned really well. So there's so many things that you have to take into account or take into effect to be able to actually say, oh, this team will have a most likely kind of chance to be able to win the game. And while I think that it may come down to the draft most of the time, I still really do think that Neon Esports has the better quality in terms of the players that they have, and overall just the amount of experience I think that the team has had.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Thanks for that. Having said that, now I'm pretty sure that both of you have a lot of knowledge regarding the Filipino squad, Neon. So, with that in mind, how should Cambodia approach the drafting phase?
Well, again, they should just easily ban out Beastmaster. That's it. Because Neon is very much, their game style circulates. Oh, I mean, better words. They know how to play with the Beastmaster on their lineup. They can choose whatever heroes they want as long as they have that hero on their pool. They know when to rotate, when to go aggressive, when to take towers. They know. I mean, everyone's timing.
Yeah, I agree. I think I think you just ban these kind of heroes that are really aggressive, that have a high tempo, especially because, of course, I've watched a few games of Neo myself, and I can say that Japoy is actually a very, very aggressive mid laner. He likes to be able to play those mid laners that kind of kind of dominate the mid lane or kind of snowball. Heroes like Storm Spirit, heroes like Earth Spirit, I think he played earlier, Void Spirit, these kinds of heroes that he really likes to try to take the game on and kind of just take it into his own hands and try to snowball from that. But I think Neon Esports, while they are the better team, I still do believe that Team Cambodia have a few aces up their sleeve. We did see it in game number 1
for sure.
Of the first series of today, so I feel like Neon should still respect Team Cambodia quite a lot, although while maintaining the kind of style that Neon still can put out on show, of course.
I see. Well, anyway, I'd just like to plug this. This broadcast is brought to you by Samsung. Experience the awesome performance of their brand new Samsung Galaxy A51 and A71. Now, have you tried these phones? Have you had experience with these phones?
Samsung, no, actually.
The last time
Would
I've
be
used
nice if I had one.
Samsung, it was like the S4.
Yeah.
That was way back 2014, if I'm not mistaken. It was a pretty cool phone for me.
I believe the phones that were in during your time were those brick phone scalps. No.
That's not what we meant.
Anyway,
27. Come on, bro.
No. Sorry, that's on me. That's on me. Anyway, as you said, we cannot expect any significant advantages between the teams right now that are going head-to-head, Cambodia and the Philippines. So I'd very much like to see what's going to happen, what's going to be the outcome, as this is still anyone's game, and anyone can still, I believe, catch up in regards to points, right? Like no one's really left behind. Yeah, and
yeah, I hear that we have a draft.
I'm gonna shift this over to Cubs and Nate. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Cloud.
Thank you, Cloud. So right now we're into the draft. As you can see here, like I mentioned, they easily banned out Beastmaster into Nature's Prophet. Neon Esports, yeah, they banned out same bans we did the first game, right? Alchemist into the Lycanthrope. Easy bans. What's a DK?
Yeah, they're sort of just taking a page out of, let's say, Team Singapore's book by banning out, of course, a very strong performance for the Alchemist coming out from Team Cambodia, of course, in the first series that we did see. But like you said, yeah, the Beastmaster will be banned here from Team Cambodia. They do as well remove the Nature's Prophet and the DK, and I agree with these picks because these are picks that are fast-paced. They have a tempo. They have the same kind of style where they want to take these towers early. They can play the lane quite well. They don't really usually lose the lanes. That's why you end up just banning these kinds of heroes. Doom, though, is a very interesting one for me, though.
Yeah, I mean, I never seen Jaboy playing, something like a Doom mid, but he did in game number 2, and it was really good as well, yeah. And another hero, one more hero that takes into mind is that his Puck against the TNC game versus Armel's Queen of Pain. That amazing phase shift dodge for the Scream of Pain was really cool, was amazing. And for me, Jaboy is one of the rising mid laners for PH scene or PH Esports, especially in Dota 2. And before, Jaboy was playing position 1. He played for NCGC before. Then he joined Execration. Then at that time he was playing position 1 or carry. But then after joining Neon Esports, he transitioned to mid. And man, he's really doing well.
Yeah, I was actually going to mention one of these heroes, right? And it does tend to be a special, a Neon special from time to time. The Chen, they bring it out. Not to mention, actually, they can play Chen in multiple roles. Sure, you can elaborate on that, right, Calps?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Exactly.
Though, man.
Exactly. They can play Chen anywhere, basically. So I was actually surprised with the Doom ban. Not sure if Team Cambodia are aware. But yeah, Chen is played on multiple roles by Neon. Really interesting coming out of them. Because we've obviously seen it as a 5, right? A hard support. We've also seen it as an offlaner. But as a 1, a 2, or a 4? That's kind of weird.
That's something, yeah. And I've seen Neon running Chen position 1. And what he'll do is he's gonna farm and then go for the neutrals who has this amazing auras for pushing strategies or push strats.
Yep.
And they can easily demolish towers. Look at this lineup. Chen, Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit has the Vengeful Aura that's gonna be amplify the damage output for everyone on the team as long as it's in the range of his aura. So pushing towers, taking fights, man, it's one scary lineup right now. But as an esport, going for the Kunkka, which is a good hero dealing with a lot of multiple targets for control. I mean, the summons for the Chen, yeah, they can. He can easily take out some of the creeps that he can control.
Weaver though.
Okay.
Interesting
Weaver.
pick with a Weaver, especially since there's already a Kunkka on the other side. But I feel like a Weaver can always be sort of played, well, again, in multiple roles. We kind of have like a recurring kind of, let's say, theme when it comes to this kind of patch, because a lot of people have been testing a lot of things. Chen carry, Chen offlane, Weaver offlane, Weaver 5, Weaver carry, of course, is always out there. But with the Vengeful Spirit as well, he has been played as a mid recently. And a lot of people think of this hero, I mean, they take a look at this hero and they're like, okay, that's a support, an Vengeful Spirit support. But actually, no. He has been played as a mid recently. And it's not too bad versus Kunkka as well, actually. Of course, Kunkka, quite a tanky hero, can harass the opponent in the lane with, of course, his Tidebringer. But with that Wave of Terror, as well as the Vengeance Aura, of course, can dominate the lane. But really quick picks, actually. There, Rubik and all of a sudden Ember Spirit for Neon Esports as well. Again, Ember can play a lot of Ember can play a lot of roles, but with this Rubik, I think it might be a bit more hard stuck towards the support role. But of course, Team Cambodia, with them not playing, let's say, at the highest level, we don't really get to see them much often. This may be another one of these heroes that might be a special.
5 seconds left.
Well, going for the Weaver, for the Rubik pick for SNE Sport. One good spell, the Sukuchi.
Oh yeah.
So Rubik doesn't need to be relying on early farm, getting the early Blink Dagger. You can just go for Arcane Boots into Ether Lens, so he can just steal Suguchi, so he initiate fights, go for the easy lift for the setup, might go for a setup for the Torrent plus boat or Fire Blast into Ignite. Neon Esports heroes has good spells, Magic Missile, Swap, even the Slight Fist is really helpful for the Rubik on this game.
Yeah, not too bad. Although with Neon, I don't think it's like a very heavy push kind of lineup. But yeah, we do have a Chen, we do have a Vengeful Spirit, but with Weaver and Ember Spirit, these two heroes doesn't give you the vibe that they want to play like high tempo in terms of taking the objectives down. They can go for kills though, especially this Ember Spirit. With a Weaver, he's a bit more subtle. Obviously, he doesn't have a stun. Does have the Swarm, is very harass heavy in terms of right clicking. Has the reposition skill with, of course, the Shukuchi, but an Anti-Mage, which has actually been banned. The two games that Team Cambodia played earlier, they banned Anti-Mage in the 5th ban of every single game that they played in the series that they played earlier. So they obviously respect this hero quite a lot, and they'll be the ones who pick it up.
Well, okay. For me, yeah, it's a good pick. But the thing is, again, Neon Esports going for the team or the lineup for their, for their draft, going for the mid game to, laning game, early game to mid game. Yeah. So the problem is, are SN Esports ready to give or buy time for the AM to go online? Why? Because Anti-Mage needs a lot of space, a lot of time, most likely 20 to 25 minutes. AM isn't ready to go for a team fight.
Yeah, so for a 5th pick, I think, for SN Esports here, for Team Cambodia, we're probably expecting a really active kind of hero, which is weird because the Trend Protector does get banned from Neon Esports. So kind of a weird pick. Of course, I guess it does kind of indirectly buy time by, let's say, defending towers, right? So not giving Neon the kind of map control that they want to take away from the enemy or from Team Cambodia, but they banned the Luna, and I'm expecting, I don't know, heroes that can either be a mid laner or an off laner, because the Kunkka obviously can either play mid or off lane. But they have to kind of try to figure out who's going to try to go mid here for Neon, you know? It's kind of hard.
Go for a PA, but PA needs a lot of time as well. And it doesn't suit the game style of Neon right now. But Neon Esports always, they do pick PA from time to time. But I don't know for this one. I guess
I like Puck here, actually.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I kind of like Puck here for Team Cambodia.
Oh yeah, Puck. Okay.
Not sure if they play it though, obviously, with a very small sample size that we have on our hands. But Kunkka, I mean, Kunkka already is not too bad, right? It's pretty good versus the Chen, especially if you build up damage as well to be able to try to get rid of those creeps, but they go for a Bristleback instead. Okay. So this is probably going to be a Kunkka mid, but then again, Bristleback can also be played mid. So it kind of depends on the matchups right now.
The last game that SN Esport, like earlier, oh, I know that was a different team. I thought they had, yeah, there were also a Bristleback pick in that game against Neon, right?
10 seconds.
Yeah, there was a Bristleback pick back then.
5 seconds left.
But I think it's going to be a Schem hero. I mean, Neon's last pick going to be.
What does he usually pick up in these kinds of situations? I mean, is the Chen carry still open here? Is he going to be the one who picks up the Weaver? Or is he going to be able to take up the Ember Spirit and all of a sudden Neon Esports goes for something like a Morphling? Or instead they go for a Tusk?
Okay, so
this could be anything right now. So it is Schem on the Chen. So it's a carry Chen. It's going to be an off-lane Vengeful Spirit, a mid-Ember Spirit, a position 5 Weaver, and a soft support Tusk. And on the other side, we obviously have an anti-mage carry, Rubik position 4.
Standard. It's going to be a standard pick. So Kunkka will be laning mid? Oh yeah, he'll be playing mid. Isolated.
Hold on a second.
So off lane.
Back might be carry.
Yeah,
actually.
Okay.
I mean, we'll have to wait and see.
Well, the lane with Chen is going to be a problem if the Tusk is going to be if the Tusk will be laning with Chen. Tag team plus the right clicks. Once he gets the right units, going to be one hard-hitting Chen army.
Oh yeah, definitely agree with you on that. So timing, I think, is quite important here for Team Philippines, right? You have this very high tempo kind of lineup with the Chen. Chen can obviously always start to push and pressure these objectives really early. Kind of interested to see. He's probably going to go for something like a what do you call this? Because they usually go for like a Helm of Dominator, right? That's kind of like the thing that core Chens go on nowadays, just because it gives so much to your creeps. 20%, actually no, 30% damage added onto your creeps, and of course regeneration too. So it helps a lot.
So it's going to be a core Vengeful Spirit with Rappy plus Tusk right now is on top. However, it's a position 5 Weaver playing by Januel. But again, standard draft for SN Esports for Cambodia. But they'll be laning the Bristleback on top. We'll be up against. Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually interested to see, because right now we see Team Cambodia, they're trying to engaging whether or not they're gonna aggressive tri-lane right now with this anti-mage Rubik and the Ogre, which I think is not too bad, right? You kind of play into the fact that you have an anti-mage who's really weak in the lane, wants to be protected, and you have these guys on the other side where you have a Chen, you've got a Weaver, right? They can be harass-oriented heroes, especially since Chen can obviously get those creeps quite early. Although early on he only gets a small camp creep, so it's not going to be too bad, I think, for an anti-mage early on.
I always wanted to
They
see
changed the lane for AM so he can avoid the Venge plus the Tusk. So they'll be up against with the Bristleback on top. So, ladies and gents, this is game number 1, best of 2 series. So basically, 2 teams, okay, 2 bounties each, not bad. So Kunkka will be up against with the Ember Spirit in mid lane. Here we go. Jaboy, one of his good heroes. He likes playing the Spirit. I mean, the Spirit family. Venge mid.
He plays these Spirits quite well. Probably not the Spirit Breaker, but of course the rest of the Spirits, not too bad. Especially since I mentioned as well, this guy really likes to take over the game. So if you kind of give him that kind of space, especially in the laning stage, right? This guy, he lanes like a mad. Like he can solo kill you all of a sudden in a lane that doesn't really give him that kind of advantage, or at least should give him the advantage to be able to solo kill you. But he just does all of a sudden, right? So I'm just kind of curious how this lane is going to match up between these 2 teams. Although Kunkka shouldn't be too afraid, I guess, of an Ember Spirit. Kunkka, I think, is not too bad.
Yeah. It's a good matchup
Playing
against
switch
Kunkka.
ups though.
So what they did is, I mean, for SN Esports for Cambodia, they went for the aggressive trial lane at the bottom, so they want to secure early farm for the anti-mage on the bottom. But we have just you know, a quick pause here on our game.
Yeah,
just a bit of.
Team Cambodia is going
They
through
really
a bit
wanted
of an issue
to.
here.
Sorry, go. Sorry, man.
I mean, no, it's just a bit of an issue, I think, for Team Cambodia here, but it seems to be okay now.
Okay, now we're back. So they really want to have the AM a good start at the bottom. That's the reason why they place a trial lane, aggressive trial lane at the bottom. I wasn't expecting this Weaver to have a good lane at the bottom, but he's really doing well. Deny harassing, but right now he's really low. One squishy support. Even as a core, Weaver is, you know, he needs a lot of items, especially the defensive ones. Easily like that. Simple fire blast. He gets burned.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a shove out of the lane.
Ogre's just one of those heroes, you know. Likes to bully, likes to trade hits with you. He's quite successful at doing that. Of course, here at the bottom lane, the only problem for an anti-mage here is like he's gonna be able to get okay farm. And not the best kind of farm, but at least he doesn't get bad farm. You know, the only problem with this as well is that he doesn't really get like a lot of experience because he's sharing it with two others. But then again, I say that Ogre is sort of just here to the side, trying to create a wall between his carry and of course the enemies. Nice pull at the bottom lane though.
Basically, Kunkka plus Ember here at mid. Ember is a good lane. He already has 13 to 6, 12 to 1. Slight advantage coming in for the Ember. So really laning well against the Kunkka.
Yeah, the only real advantage actually, if you look at the stats of these two heroes, like the only real advantage that an Ember Spirit has is that, oh, hold on a bit. Bristle
we're able to take out the Bristle back. And a good lift. Okay, yeah, that was a good kill. So 2-1. Kunkka. That was a solo kill, man.
Yeah, this is what I've been talking about with Japway, right? He just does these kinds of things, you know. You don't really expect it. I was talking about like the advantages between the two heroes and whatnot. All of a sudden we went top, all of a sudden we went bottom. He's got to get his bottle refilled as well here in mid. So I mean, everything's just going great for Japway right now. And this is exactly what you do not want for Japway to have, especially if you're Team Cambodia right now.
This heroes for Neon Esports. They're hard snowballing heroes. Chen, Ember Spirit, plus the Venge. See what Playard is doing. Stacking, pulling, and everything to annoy the safe laner here at top. Well, that's the thing. Tag team plus the right clicks. It's really dealing with the heavy damage. And Japway will also get an invisibility rune here at the top.
There we go.
Nicely
Does
done.
get spotted though, so it shouldn't come as a surprise that this guy's got an invisibility rune under his belt.
Absolutely degrade.
But yeah, look at this Chen at top, man. He's just stealing these creeps. He's just taking them on. He obviously doesn't want to give them to the bristleback, but all of a sudden this bristleback, he hold on.
Oh, Venge at the bottom. Yeah.
Ah, interesting.
So Rubik again getting that kill. So unfortunately for the AM, he's not getting last hit, but still he's getting good farm, 8 into 3. But of course, Chen is up ahead, 25. Look at the damage. Tsukuchi in, and the fire blast. The sentry was dropped, and he needs to be careful. Popping up the stick. I mean the magic one, and Hunter blinking it aggressively. One more. Oh no, he's not gonna make it.
That was close. But yeah, all of a sudden this bristleback, I was mentioning, he wants to be able to come back to the small camp and be like, alright, okay, it's time for me to take my little stack. But all of a sudden he comes back and is like, oh, where'd my stack go? Oh, this Chen is actually stolen it. Yeah.
And they're able to spot the Kunkka. Right now he's being blocked. Okay, sir. X mark plus the Torrent. Here comes the Ember Spirit.
Oh, nice dodge.
Global dodge, man. Come on. That was a really nice play. And isolated. Easy kill for Neon. The plays, man. Play hard. I almost forgot this guy. With his tiny.
Really good roamer. Yeah, exactly. I was actually surprised that they didn't pick Tiny.
It was open, right?
For Neon. Yeah, I think it was open if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember it being banned during the drafting phase, but I am looking now at, of course, the net worth, and the top two are heroes here from Neon Esports. Bristleback not doing too bad. Of course, he's got that solo lane, solo experience. Didn't get that stack, obviously. But it is what it is.
Yeah, Venge is not doing bad as well. Just, you know, AM is just 200 ahead over the Venge for Rappy. Of course, this Bristleback. Is he going? Yeah, I think he's gonna go for the tanky build. He already has the Ring of Regen.
Mid lane. Ooh, look at this duel between these two heroes.
And he's just gonna TP out. TP out.
Look at that.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows the cooldown of Torrent and of course the X mark. But he's back all of a sudden. Nice dodge once again on the Torrent. He's got this kill in the back.
Yeah. Solo kill again for Japoy for his Ember Spirit.
Yep, meanwhile, bottom, of course, Ogre. Not having such a good time all of a sudden. Playhards come to the lane and all of a sudden he's like, no, I'm the tanky guy. You gotta deal with me now.
Just dancing, throwing punches. So level 4, and Rappy's already at level 6.
Oh, top lane though. Junwell, he's about to go down. Just one more cool spray. Doesn't get it.
Too bad for the Bristleback.
So close.
And I thought there were all, rotations, but none. Japoy, look at Japoy stealing the neutral camp. Plus, his camp is being burned out by his Flame Guard. He actually gets a broom handle as well.
Not too bad.
Tier 1. Yeah, not too bad. Good for melee heroes. Okay.
Anti-Mage has actually come top now. He's gonna get harassed really badly by the Chen as well as the Weaver though.
Where can this AM farm, man?
I mean,
He
to be
can
honest,
jungle.
he wasn't doing too bad bottom. Yeah, he wasn't doing too bad bottom. He can jungle though, but mid lane though, they're going for this Kunkka.
Yeah, the Kunkka is...
Oh man.
Oh, the dodge again by Japoy. Sleight of fist, but here comes the tag team damage from the toss. And they can still go at it.
See you later,
And the playing card's still active. Oh my god, Japoy is really having a good time. Plus a Snowball can play hard. So that was 3 heroes down. AM. Oh.
Yeah, actually, top lane all of a sudden. I did not expect that. The right clicks, I guess, from the creeps here, really painful. They've got an Alpha Wolf as well. So we've got to watch out for this and look at that. The tier 1 tower top lane, this is just Chen and of course his little pets here doing that damage.
This is what I mentioned earlier, right?
Quite a hero. Quite a hero.
They're unstoppable.
Oh, another kill for Japoy. He was able to take out the tanky Bristleback. Left and right kills.
Yeah, Play Hard and Japoy, they've just been doing so much. Of course, Ember Spirit, he's got 6 kills. Play Hard, he's got 6 assists. Right, so these two heroes have been doing so much for, of course, Neon Esports right now, giving the space to actually the Chen and top lane as well. Recalled in the Tusk, and the Ogre goes down after just a few right clicks of these creeps. I mean, look at that. He's got Hamel the Dominator, he's got Blightstone. Going for drums now. This guy's an Aura beast.
Wait till the Vengeful Spirit joins in. Venge
Oh,
Aura.
yeah.
Oh my god, damage output, guys. Alpha Wolf. And did he deny? I know, that was from the neutral cap. And Scam still 4,900. 5,000
Mid
net
lane.
worth right now. Mid lane. And the snowball, and it will dodge again.
Wow.
Oh my god, Neon doing the big plays here. Kunkka Kunkka survives with the rum effect. But no, you're cleaning up the mess. Yeah. Weaver, but they got no detection. Skim is about to join in from the back line, and there you go. The Chen army plus the Emperor Spirit. Yeah, Searing Chain connects, Fire Blast.
The Ogre
missed. That was a good, yeah, that was a good eye shard. But of course, the Tusk finally falls. The Japoy needs to retreat. No, what do you mean retreat? I'll fight. Weaver is in as well. There you go, the Fable plus the Remnant out. Oh, this is one dead Rubik. Sleight of Fist
Kunkka?
Oh. So Kunkka, yeah, Kunkka's dead. Skep was able to get that kill. Sakuchi in. Okay, but the Weaver got punished for the aggression. Jobboy's, it's not done yet. Level 4. Come on, level 4, Ogre. Okay. He's not gonna
Gotta get out of there. Yeah, Chen can really just choose any lane he wants to go to right now and take towers. So that's basically what he can do right now. He can go like, oh, I want to go mid, let's take tier 1 tower. And not even that, he got kills as well. And that was pretty much a solo kill actually on the Kunkka as well. So it's really not looking good for Team Cambodia right now.
They haven't got any towers, man.
Yeah, Neon coming up with their own aces, of course, coming out of their own sleeves.
And this anime is so weak right now.
Yeah, he really can't do much, to be honest. Like, he needs his Battle Fury as soon as possible. But he's ended up having to go for power treads, of course. They do see this Ember. Nice Torrent does hit. Not sure if they're going to be able to go for this, though.
That's one hard kill, man. Look at this Ember. Job is just fighting off like 3 or 4 heroes, and then just goes out. They also lack the control for the Ember catch. Okay, Weaver. He's fine. He's able to Scoochie out.
Something really interesting though, actually, that I want to point out is that Rappy is actually not really joined any of these fights. He's really hard bent on trying to get his Vlad's timing. It's obviously probably because his allies have already got their items. You know, he's the only one that they're kind of waiting for. But mid lane though, going on to the Kunkka.
Again,
kind of
Vessel already up for the Ember. They want to go for a fight. Here comes the ghost ship.
Oh, they fight.
And no dodge, but he still has a remnant to go. And there you go. Just remnants out.
Out.
Japoy, 12 minutes godlike streak.
Yep. Bottom as well. Crystal back to slow down. But mid, they're not done.
They're not done yet. Yeah. Ogre is also out. What can you do? What can they do? This game is just farming away.
This is very similar to the game I think that we saw earlier between Team Singapore and Team Cambodia, and especially game number 2, right, where Singapore sort of just took all 3 lanes, and now it's kind of hard for Cambodia to kind of come back into this. Ice Shards mid don't hit though.
Yeah, he did miss the X-Mark Torrent combo. And look at bottom lane, man. Ravi's staying here, taking towers, just farming. I'm not quite sure if he's gonna go for the Vlads. Yeah, I think he's gonna go for the Vlads. And easy Roshan. They only have the medallion with the Tusk for play hard.
Oh yeah.
That's a Wave of Terror. Easy Roshan. Look at the, oh my god, the damage.
Look at the damage. How is this balanced, dude? My goodness. You got the Alpha Wolf. You got the Swiftness Aura, of course, from the Hellbear Smashers. It's quite painful right now. I mean, he can actually solo kill anyone. I mean, he's even got a Ghost, right? Who can slow his opponents by 25%.
Look at that combo. Easy, -1. And Ogre only level 4. How can this guy survive? And he will fall as well. Beyond godlike streak for Japoy. And Emperor going for the Rubik. This is gonna be enough. Snowball will also connect. Early Snowball.
It's undoubtedly really looking like a stop right now. They even find the anti-mage as well. He's gonna try to blink out. We'll be able to make it out, but okay, Japoy's not really having any of it. He doesn't have any remnants, by the way.
Yeah, he doesn't have any remnants.
Really risky play, especially since he's holding on to a streak as well.
That was,
I mean, that's a beyond godlike
streak. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 11-0-4 on this Ember right now. Really has taken over.
And this tower is just gonna get decimated instantly with the auras and all. And the swap.
Oh, they found a swap.
Magic missile, tag team, wall sponge and everything. Here comes the ghost ship, and yeah, rum effect, but another swap guy from Rapi. And for the fall of damage.
Oh my goodness, it hurts. Oh.
Crystal back is down once more. Tower's also gonna be decimated.
Japoy's looking for more.
What's more? But stolen remnant in effect, so not gonna be able to catch up the Rubik.
Yeah, something actually that I didn't really get to mention, and probably why we were kind of surprised with what's going on, is actually this Chen, right? The Penitence. If he throws it out on an opponent, his creeps also get the movement, the attack speed. Like, look at this. Doesn't get the penitence this time, though. But still, like, that's still quite a lot of damage that these creeps can output. Especially with their penitence. At level 4, that's 120 bonus attack speed. That's pretty much the reason why this is actually working right now, to be honest. Besides the fact that he's already got a Helm of the Dominator, he's got drums, looking for the medallion as well. He's got that pipe, so that pipe of insight, of course, Aura is going to be working on the creeps as well. Tanks him up a little bit. Mid lane, they're sort of using Jalpway to make a lot of space right now, but this Bristleback doesn't seem very tanky right now.
You can take out this Bristleback, not so tanky, man. Since they have the items, they have all the tools that they need to take down the Bristleback. Another tower will fall. And Chen just farming away, pushing lanes, getting more gold. And the mage still behind without the Battle Fury. He only needs the Void Stone for it, though.
She's come close. It really comes down to whether or not they can repel this high ground push coming in from Neon right now. Team Cambodia, they're going to lose one straight away. Oh my god.
Just like that, man. Kunkka is one tanky hero, but no one's tanky with his lineup. Especially they're up ahead by this much. Another swap from Rappy from the Vengeful Spirit tag team with the lift. Oh no. Oh no. He's dead. Easy tower. Tier 3 is already down. 17 minutes, man.
Yeah, you see as well, the anti-mage is not even bothering to come back. He knows that he cannot, even if he TPs, like he's just going to be standing there just watching his racks go down. So he's just taking it upon himself to just keep pushing, try to keep farming, but Team Neon, they did try to go for the tier 4s, not going to go through with it. Will eventually try to go for the mid racks instead, and I think successfully take it as well. No one can come close at all right now.
Jack already chases the AM, but he can just easily get recalled by the Chen. And there you go, he got recalled. So they'll fight tag team for the Bristleback. It doesn't seem like the Bristleback is tanky in this game.
Oh, they're going for the Raxes for sure. Playing objectives, of course, but they can go for a bit more than just the Raxes right now. They're diving tier 4s.
Look at the damage. Bristleback is about to go down. Walrus Punch on the AM. And bench falls, but the Puka will buy back immediately. But the Ember just finishing them off. Ogre will buy back as well. Snowball.
They're going in.
They want to fight.
Aggressive. Jalpway gets punished. Or does he?
And the Yules. Yeah, he was able to dodge everything in the easy burst. Oh, and GG. 18 minutes GG, guys.
They've had enough. They're trying to look, I think, for maybe the rampage onto Jalpway towards the end, but it's essentially over. I really think you need to ban Chen versus this team. Chen is just too good of a pick. It's too flexible. They know how to use it. You know, they play it in multiple ways as well, but in the way that they play it, it's essentially the same style. You just snowball with the hero. You deathball with the hero. That's how they play it. And the Chen, he doesn't even go down at all this game. And the only heroes that have deaths are the position 3, 4, and 5. Mainly on the 5, of course, but yeah, I think Neon, again, they're just playing a really clean game. As you see, of course, I mean, I'm looking at the graph right now. It was sort of equal, right, to some point. Because they were able to, I don't know, keep the anti-mage, just keep farming a little bit. They'd be like, alright, go ahead, bro. But all of a sudden, when Neon, they got these items, like they got the Helm of the Dominator, right? They got the drums onto this Chen. He started to just look for kills after kills after kills, and then he'd just go for the tower. He'd look for kills, he'd just go for a tower. So it's just the way that that Neon plays the game. They understand how to play it right now, and really it just comes down to whether or not you read the patch right. And I think that Neon really has this patch really well read. And Team Cambodia, they just crumbled under the pressure. It was just a bit too much. Like the Kunkka, he suffered a lot in the lane. Like he died, I think, multiple times solo. The anti-mage also got caught with the one time that he died solo. He was caught top. It just came to a point that the Bristleback couldn't really frontline versus these guys. I think he was going for a Crimson Guard to be able to try to help with the physical damage output coming from the creeps as well. But it was just a bit too much. Like Neon, they know how to play this patch, and you gotta have to ban that Chen, I really think.
And look at Jaboy's score right now. I mean, he doesn't have any deaths. Kunkka, isolated Kunkka, 0-11-0, man. 3,000 net worth. Can you imagine the position 4 and 5 is much more richer than the Kunkka itself? And this one, I mean, bad game. I mean, they got outplayed.
Yeah, essentially. It was like game number 2 between Team Cambodia and Singapore. They just lost the lanes and couldn't recover. That's pretty much it. And you cannot lose all of the lanes, especially if you're playing an anti-mage. They started out okay. You know, they protected the anti-mage early on. But when the lane switches came up on them, you know, when the Chen started to get rolling a little bit, that's when they started to really struggle, especially with this Emperor Spirit as well.
You can see here is that they need to do something about their draft against Neon. I mean, every team on this tournament, Neon is much more favored going in for the early heroes that can go online, can snowball hard, then finish the game within 20, 25, or 30. I mean, that's the way that they should focus their draft, and let Neon go for the normal or standard draft, right?
Agreed.
Going for something like Troll, go for picks like give Scam a different hero. So, Josh, what can you say about this game, man?
Like, I'm actually surprised because I was looking at the draft pick and I was like, I saw the Kunkka, I saw the Ember Spirit, and I was like, yeah, he can handle this lane. And then this happens with the 0-11. Like, why? Why did that happen? Why was there such a massacre that happened in the mid lane? Like, can anyone enlighten me? Like, why?
I go for Kelps.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's basically Jabo is just playing out of his mind for the past months. It's been like, you know, emerging something like, you know, the top one of the top mid players for Dota on Southeast Asia. Yeah, it's gonna be scary. I mean, a couple of months or so, years to come. Yeah, you can watch out for this player. For
Dude,
sure.
like on paper, I was looking at the draft. Yeah, this is gonna be an even match.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be a great game, and then this happens. It's just insane. Like, Nate, what do you think? Like, really, is this just really a matter of sheer domination coming in from the Pinoy squad?
I think it's a mixture of course, both the Neon Esports team just figuring out the patch, knowing how to play it, knowing that even if you get these heroes like the Beastmaster that Kalps mentioned, of course, earlier, that even if that gets banned out, they've got other heroes. You know, they've figured out the patch to a point wherein they know how to abuse which heroes and what can happen. And I think, yes, at the end of the day, you can sort of just pinpoint it on Neon Esports being the better team at the end of the day, but I think for a team like Team Cambodia to kind of beat Neon Esports, they have to come up with something special. They have to come up with something like an Alchemist pick again. Maybe like a Meepo, if they've got a Meepo player, I don't know. Maybe a Brood or something like that. You need to be able to cheese against teams like this, especially if they play a certain way. Now that you know that Neon plays this kind of way, maybe you pick those heroes like the Trent early on that Neon banned towards the end of the draft. You know, you get these heroes that can kind of stop the aggression coming in from Neon Esports. So I think it could be figured out in the draft, as usually most problems can be figured out in the draft. But again, they need to come up with something special.
Yeah, because the same thing, exactly what you said, the same thing happened in earlier's game against Singapore. The mid lane was annihilated too.
Yeah.
So like I don't know what they should come up with really. Like what should they do? Well, who do they ban? Who do they choose? Like in a match like this, like when you look at it on paper, like it's kind of leaning towards Neon as the underdog stepping up to this kind of fight. What should be their mindset? Like how do you create a plan on the spot to just, you know, tackle this out?
Well, for me, go. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say that same thing. They need to do something about their draft. I think most of the teams already figure out on how Cambodia plays or SNE Sport.
Mm-hmm.
What they do is they just ban the Elk plus the Lycan, then that's it. It's over for you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they're trying to dictate on all the series that SNE Sport is playing. Just like that, simple as that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, how about you, Nate? Do you have the same
Sort of the same sentiment. I think you just sort of have to play against the style that Neon likes to play. So kind of play boring Dota. Just defend your towers. Pick heroes like Trent. Pick heroes like I don't know, Underlord, Brimstroke. These kinds of heroes that can kind of just defend their heroes like Winter Wyvern. You know, I think you have to explore these kinds of heroes that exploits the fact that Neon plays such aggressive and such I don't know, objective-based Dota. You need these kinds of heroes to be able to give time to your anti-mage, and I don't think a Rubik, Ogre, Bristleback, and Conker is the way about to do it.
And can I just add, like, I remember the last time I played Dota, like, Chen was not a +1. So that's why in this game I was really surprised, and that like he was so effective, and I'm just happy. Yeah. Are they starting the drafting? No, not yet. Well, anyway, guys. Before we move on to the second game, and before we see what the Cambodian squad has up their sleeves, we are going to proceed with a commercial. See you later. Question.
Samsung Galaxy A unlocked!
Gaming with this phone means you don't have to wait, so your characters can boogie and performance is great. Go Dragon, go Dragon, go, 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 go Dragon!
This isn't about fame, fortune, or following. This is a calling. This is desire. This is obsession. This is what it takes to win. A search for more speed, focus, control. This is more than a game. This is esports.
Are we on?
Yeah.
Okay, welcome back again, guys, to the Razer Southeast Asian Invitational 2020. We have just witnessed a total domination from the Pinoy squad yet again, and I am very excited to see how Cambodia is gonna pair up again on this game. I'd like to see how they're gonna try to outdraft their opponent, which I doubt, because we were talking earlier during the break that Neon's pick, or the Philippines picks right now are highly kind of unpredictable. So yeah, let's see how this game is gonna go, and I'd like to hear what Cubs and Nate are going to say about this second game. So I'm gonna transfer this to them.
Hey Josh, thanks man.
Yeah.
So yeah, game number 2. I want to see something like an adjustment for the draft for SN Esports for the Cambodian camp, since like I mentioned earlier, I think most of the teams already figure out on how this team plays and what heroes they usually go for. Because as you can see for the past games, most of the teams will just ban out Alchemist, Lycanthrope, and that's about it for you guys. I mean, that's what the other teams is saying for this team.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it sort of just depends on what kind of style you want to play, right? Because you know that Neon is going to go for these kinds of picks. You know that they flourish when they're picking these kinds of heavy push lineups, heavy objective takers like Chen, Vengeful Spirit. Of course, the Beastmaster was banned out. Nature's Prophet, I think, is another hero that Neon likes to run. So if you can't ban them all, obviously, and you still know that they're going to play that kind of style, I think what you do is you just alter the kind of play style that you need to play. You need to play defensive. You need to be able to protect your towers. So I think heroes, like I mentioned earlier, like Trent Protector, Winter Wyvern, I think especially Winter Wyvern and Trent Protector, these two heroes can really just hold towers. They can punish, these lineups that are aura heavy, because if you Winter's Curse, let's say the Chen, all of his creeps are around him. All of a sudden, these creeps are right-clicking him. His Vengeful Spirit that's close to him is also right-clicking him, and all of a sudden he dies. So all of a sudden, the auras that you were holding on this hero is just gone. So I think the maybe a hero like a Trend Protector as well can protect your towers, stop the aggression, keep the towers at least alive for longer, so you at least buy time for something like an anti-mage that maybe Team Cambodia want to try to play.
Well, another thing, it feels really bad if you're playing a Bristleback. Bristleback is one tanky hero for this game, and you get solo killed by a Chen. I mean, there's something wrong, man. It really feels bad if you're the Bristleback.
It really is, to be honest. And of course, they already had two tanky heroes. I think that's kind of how they wanted to approach it. Out tank the damage that maybe these guys can output, but it's just too much. These creeps with a penitence as well thrown onto you, they're just going to keep going and going on you. It doesn't matter how tanky you are. You're not going to be able to TP out because you're going to get disabled. You're not going to be able to walk back because you're slowed, and you can't get disabled obviously eventually as well. So I think tankiness is not really the way to go. You have to sort of play smart, pick heroes that can play against the style that Neon likes to play, and I think the game will at least be a bit more level if you try to play that kind of game.
Well, it really depends on how they do the bans or in the draft. I mean, on the upcoming draft. But I guess they just need to force Neon to play a standard game, like going for the standard picks for the mid, standard heroes for the position 1. I've been telling this again and again and again, but you know, I mean, I guess this is the first time that these two teams is playing, right? So I guess right now, as an esports, they already know what play style is Neon is as used to. It's much more like quote unquote unconventional. It suits them. I mean, like you mentioned, Nate, they already figure out on how to play on this patch.
Yeah, exactly. Like you just know how they're gonna play this patch, and it is sort of the way that you have to play, right? I don't think we actually even saw Necro 1 units in that game, so
we haven't.
That was even without the fact that there was no Necro unit or Necronomicon units built here on the Neon side. But of course, we are just waiting for the draft to load. But again, I really hope to see Team Cambodia sort of stepping it up just a little bit in terms of draft, because I feel like they can play a game. I mean, we saw it in game number 1 against Team Singapore and Team Cambodia. These guys can play. It's
they can do play, yeah.
Yeah, they just need to get that draft that they want to play. You know, is all I'm trying to say.
So right now we're into the draft. So Neon with the first ban. This is what I love about Dota. Before it's just like 5 bans, right? But right now you can instantly go for the first 4 bans, and after getting the 4 hero bans, you'll get your chance to go for the pick. I mean, it's really interesting in how the mind games will come into this game.
Yeah, it really is different. I think it used to be 2 bans and then 2 bans and then 1 ban, right? But then they added another slot, so it was 3 bans and then it was 2 bans and then it was 2 bans. But then they made it 4-2-1, so obviously it's been different. But you see Neon, like they banned the Trend Protector. You know that they're gonna go for that kind of style. I'm not sure if Doom is really the way to go in terms of trying to remove it. Like, yeah, okay, we saw what Japoy was it, play Doom mid. I still don't think that's the way to kind of approach the game, because Doom is really punishable in the lane, mind you.
Okay, Dragonite is also banned. Timber. I mean, for me, it's just the Timber, so all of the teams doesn't want to play against that hero. So that's the reason why they're just keep banning it. Same goes for the Bat Rider, another strong hero for the meta. So right now, Earth Spirit still open up for the draft for Neon. There's actually a lot of heroes still. Chen is still, you know, on the pole. So Neon can go for the second pick, and first and second pick for their best heroes here.
Right.
So
I really feel a hero like, I don't know, maybe you can steal a Chen if you play the Chen. That would be a big thing, obviously. Maybe you go for a Winter Wyvern, you know, these heroes that can try to defend. You really need to get heroes that can defend. Not really so much through tanking it out, but more on, you know, from a distance. Grimstroke, there, I'm a big fan of this. Obviously against the heroes or the playstyle that Neon tries to come up with. You know, you can punish these guys, obviously. You just throw a Stroke of Fate, you know, most of these creeps die. If they jump you too much, you can punish Japoy, let's say, with the mobile hero that he likes to play. You can punish him by soul binding him to another hero and try to burst him down that way. At least you got the leash down. So I like the Grimstroke pick. This is a good start for Team Cambodia.
And they can also go for a different variation of pick. They can go for Ricky, good for the Inkswell. They can also go for something like a PA. Some heroes that just can, you know, jump in, initiate instantly, right?
I agree. Vengeful Spirit did quite a lot, obviously. Game number 1 is an aura kind of person. Did quite a lot in terms of just existing, but IO.
Okay.
We have seen Neon run an IO. Was it oh no. Mid or was it a carry? I'm not sure.
It was a carry. It was a carry.
Yeah,
IO.
I think they do that as well. So,
but the thing is, as an esport already has a Grimstroke, which is a good hero against IO, right? It's Soulbind, Phantom's Embrace. That's about it for you, IO. Plus the other guy, whoever the IO is attached to. Second pick.
Yeah, I actually wouldn't even mind, for example, if Team Cambodia go for something like like a Winter Wyvern here, even though you already have the Grimstroke. Obviously, you can run a Grimstroke as like position 4. It has been done nowadays, especially since the heroes come back to the meta, kind of, after being ignored for quite a while. It's mainly due to the fact that he can defend really well. You know, defend from a distance. You just throw your, again, Stroke of Fate. It kills a lot of these creeps. Punish enemies that are really kind of mobile. Team Cambodia are taking their time, though.
Okay. Well, they do have 1 minute and 30 to go, but you're still thinking what hero is the best combo for the Grimstroke. Should they go for a core? But the problem is if they're gonna be picking up support, yeah, Neon will be able to strategize, play against that support hero, where that hero is you know, weak against too.
Well, they're really taking their time, huh? It's a huge chunk of their reserve time actually in the first phase. Which I've actually been wondering, maybe they PC'd or something. No, they really are just taking a long time. But Earthshaker is another hero that can be used actually. It's just not too bad. I did watch a game the other day where I think it was OG, right? They played this really push heavy lineup, and it just came to a point where the Earthshaker just blinked in, Echo Slam, and just stopped them from taking the racks. And ever since then, OG was never doomed to go back high ground again. So Earthshaker is obviously one of those heroes again that can roam around, right? Can try to mess up with the other lanes. He can help other lanes that are struggling. And of course, that kind of Zeus strat that Neon kind of likes to run, you know, can be banned. But Neon are afraid of the Morphling plus Earthshaker combo, hence the ban.
That was a good ban. It's good against for IO as well. Even if the Morphling goes for something like Ethereal Blade, you can just one-shot the IO instantly. Well, nevertheless, if the IO has something like the pipe, it's hard to burst down. But what for me is something like interesting. If they're still gonna go for something like a carry IO for this game, they have the Venge Aura for it as well. So IO can hit hard, go for the early Helm of Dominator. Okay, Queen of Pain. Alright.
Is played by the offlaner of Neon. Is played obviously by the mid of Neon.
Oh man. The four man.
Pretty sure.
Playhard plays
Playhard plays it. Yeah, I've seen that before as well. So I mean, overall, the hero can just play a lot of roles right now. Really strong in the lane. Throw Shadow Strike and snipe couriers with her blink. Obviously makes really popular items like Necro, Guardian Greaves, you know, these heroes that can help sustain your pushes. But Ember Spirit will be picked up here from Team Cambodia. It's not another pick that's not too bad. Right? Can cut waves, can defend quite well, especially if he goes for something like a Maelstrom or like a Battle Fury. Can punish an IO, of course, with that regen kind of build by going for a Spirit Vessel.
Yeah, Vessel.
So I'm liking the heroes from Team Cambodia so far.
Yeah, since Neon Esports is also lacking for you know, some hero that can control the Ember, those stuns. They only have the Magic Missile, but Magic Missile can be disjointed by the Sleight of Fist, right? So it's not a reliable stun that they needed. But they went for the Dazzle. Oh man, again, it's going to be for me. It's going to be a Rappy Dazzle.
It could be, yeah, it could definitely be. I don't even mind if they run it mid, to be honest, versus the Ember Spirit. I'm not sure, actually, if Japoy does play this Dazzle, but Dazzle on paper is quite good versus an Ember Spirit, so I think it's not too bad. Also makes Necro units.
He also plays Dazzle mid. So this strategy once more for Neon. Something like, you know, we just go for the early items, Necronomicons, Helm of Dominator, then have the Venge sitting on one lane if the Vengeful Spirit is going to be playing the off lane role for Neon. So they can just stay on lane. Yeah, that's it.
I'm actually interested as well when teams will start to want to play with something like a Clinks, you know, because Clinks, he can eat creeps, right? So if all of a sudden there's a Dominator creep in the clash or, you know, whatever, and this Clinks can kill a hero, the skill refreshes so you can eat another creep. So that can be something. I don't think it can be used versus Necro units, but the Axe is another hero that's not too bad. Obviously can punish heroes like this. very good versus the Dazzle. If he all of a sudden wants to grave himself while he's low or grave an ally, at least the dunk can go in through. But now Alchemist does get through. Neon, they do not ban it.
They do not ban it, and they don't have any heroes that can counter or hard counter Alchemist for this game.
Yeah, in the lane,
even the controls.
Yeah, in the lane, Queen of Pain and Dazzle's not too bad, or Dazzle, sorry, are not too bad versus the Alchemist in lane. But again, the Alchemist can always just go back into the jungle, can always just kind of, play that kind of catch-up Dota, even if he doesn't have a great laning phase. I'm interested to see. Pangolin will be the pick here, though. So wondering who goes where. It is going to be an IO carry, so Neon once again with a very unconventional draft. But Japoy mid Pangolier over the Queen of Pain and the Dazzle and the Vengeful Spirit, which I think are all heroes that he plays as well.
So it's a Dazzle, position 5. Still Rappy on the Venge, position 3 for the offlane. Huh, okay.
Okay, so they are going to go back for the Ember mid, most probably. Alchemist is probably going to be safe lane. Although we do see, of course, the offlaner of Team Cambodia sometimes soloing the lane. In effect, having the other supports going with their carry to just kind of protect them in the lane. But as long as Team Cambodia can hold on for the laning phase, right? Not give too much to Neon Esports, I think that this game can still go Team Cambodia's way. Obviously, the Alchemist was left into the pool. Neon Esports, they kind of tested it maybe because they banned it first game. They know that Team Cambodia runs the Alchemist because they even banned it first ban. Right, so it's a hero that they know that Team Cambodia plays. It is now up to them whether or not they can kind of punish it, to some extent, or maybe play fast in a way that kind of at least comes online close to when Alchemist goes online, right? So it kind of depends how you want to play it against an Alchemist. But I still think Neon is still the better team. I am excited to see whether or not Team Cambodia can pull one back, though.
But they already shown that they can play or they can run Alchemist on this lineup. So we'll just see what will happen in this game. And for you all guys just watching, just if you guys are a bit late, this is game number 2. Game 1 already won by Neon Esports. So it's 1 game advantage for Neon. Best of 2 series. I'm Calbs, and with Nate. And here we are. Casting for the series. And we have a pause. Okay.
Yeah, it seems Januel is going through a bit of a lag. I'm sure it'll be fixed right away. But again, I am interested to see how the laning phase does go out. If too much is given once again to Japoy here, he may go ahead and just take over this game, because a Pangolier who has a really good early phase can go for a different kind of build. Like we usually see him go for, I don't know, let's say a Javelin, sometimes even a Vlad's instead. But there are 2 ways of playing a Pangolier. You can play him utility-wise, or you can play him as sort of like a carry kind of hybrid-wise, right? Because if you go for something like an MKB and you have an Aghanim's, you do so much damage. Especially if you go for something like a Maelstrom as well. He can clear waves so quickly, he can farm really quickly, and can do so much damage in a team fight, especially if, for example, let's say he locks down this Ember Spirit, right? All of a sudden, this Queen of Pain, this IO, this Vengeful, like they're all just right-clicking this Ember to Oblivion to a point where he can just kill them. So I feel like the key to victory here for Team Cambodia is just not give the mid laner of Neon Esports too much space to be able to try to dominate the game. And just play their game. I'm sure they know how to play an Alchemist like they've already showed us. So I'm interested to see whether or not they can pull up something like a game number 1 of Team Singapore versus Team Cambodia that we did see earlier today.
Alright, so we're now back to the game, and pause is done. So all players is in the game without any problems, hopefully, until the end of the match. So we can see here, Earthshaker just hanging out with Roshan, having some private.
Just chilling.
Yeah, just chilling. Yeah. So Scam and the Dazzle, this is 1 heavy sustain heroes in the top lane for the safe lane, and they'll be. Axe will be spotted here. Header and Poison Touch already skilled up by the Dazzle for Januel. And Ember just moving away. I'm not gonna get involved with you guys. I'm out. Zoning out 2 heroes instantly. But Earthshaker is here to secure 1 rune at the same time.
And look at this combo, IO and Dazzle. Like they're running it in a way where the IO can kind of just tether his way away if he gets caught, right? He's blocking as well just to be able to make sure that he gets it. Does eventually get it, and they're good. Unfortunately, Axe is left hanging though. Feels bad, man.
Feels bad. True. So isolated for the Ember Spirit in the mid lane against the Pangolier. Well, in a way, something like it's even during the early laning phase, but as soon as the Ember gets levels, it's gonna be hard for the Pango to match up. Unless he hits all the lucky shot, all the right clicks.
Yeah, it's in
which
the
is
name.
impossible.
It is in the name. You have to be lucky, of course. Chance-based, but when it hits, boy oh boy is it annoying. You know, level 4, you've got a 5-second duration disarm. That's pretty good in my opinion.
So we can see the Alchemist in the safe lane. Plus, well, they do have a combo for Soul Mine. Double Unstable Concoction. Yeah, for those two targets. Whoever gets a Soul Mine. The harassment from Play Hard on the Queen of Pain. He's just trying to get punished. He's trying to punish the Gravestroke at the bottom. Swashbuckle will connect for the Emperor in the mid lane. Let's see. Is there any...
2 lucky shots already have been hit, actually. So it's not been great so far here for the Ember, but... Sure, this isn't a huge mismatch. But then again, we did see earlier, right, the Kunkka shouldn't have been that... struggling that much versus an Ember Spirit, but we'll see.
Look at the Ember, trying to go aggressive. No lucky shot for you, good sir. And Job, we need to be careful, but First Blood, Play Hard gets that one. Nicely done. And the Alchemist falls. So Alchemist...
It's sort of just how the Queen of Pain works, right? Shadow, strike, throw it onto the Alchemist, annoy him. He's already pretty slow to begin with anyways, so slow him even more. Not to mention you've got the Vengeful Spirit with the right clicks. He's already got the Vengeance Auras as well, so that wasn't even with a Wave of Terror.
Yeah. Can you imagine getting the Shadow Strike damage level 150 plus the 30 tick damage? That's a lot.
That hurts.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Mid lane though, Ember Spirit is in a bit of trouble. Let's pop the Fairy Fire. I think he should be fine.
Man. Almost. Yeah. Japoy still has 1 shared Tango, and Swashbuckle will be up in 2 seconds. And 1. It's ready.
Oh, don't get the South
cancel.
That was close.
Alright, almost.
Yeah,
nice try.
That's pretty big. That's pretty big for the Ember.
Yeah. Nicely done, indeed. So Scam for the IO. Well, all of the course for Neon Esports is on top 3 in terms of CS or creep score. So they're having a good time, basically. Everyone.
So, oh my god, this lucky shot, man. He does get finally.
There you go.
Solo kill at the
time. Solo kill again for Job.
Return though. Mid lane. Play Hard does eventually go down. Yeah.
So the Grimstroke was able to punish the aggression of the Queen of Pain in mid lane.
Top lane Jinro is in a bit of trouble, or is it the other way around? The Axe does get the spins.
Oh, the call? But Scam still gets the kill. And he still has the tether, so he's fine. Still has 2 tangos or consumables. And Dash will be back. First, he's gonna try to heal up. Yeah, there you go. Easy Sal. Thank you, good sir. Mid lane again with a lucky shot. Oh my god. He's connecting with the lucky shots. Regeneration rune at the bottom.
Oh man. Ember would have loved to get that for sure, but Jaboy obviously a bit more of a superior kind of, let's say, mobility factor for the Pangolier versus the Ember Spirit. He doesn't even bother going for it. Does have a bottle now though.
Yeah, but still, if he only gets the, regeneration rune, that's much more perfect. Another Swashbuckle in the mid lane. Right clicks are coming in.
It's annoying, huh?
Yeah, it's annoying.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They're taking out the Dazzle at the top. They need to contest the pull. Fisher will connect. And there's the call. And Scam just goes in. And heals up his buddy. And the sustain on the top lane. Poison touch. Another poison touch. We need to be careful. And there you go, the poison touch. And Axe being slowed down. Another good call. The dazzle. Oh no, he's fine. And the poison touch damage will pop soon.
I think he's
dead.
Oh, he should be.
There you go.
Mid lane though, oh my god, Amber Spirit. Oh, he's stuck.
Oh, he missed a couple of yeah, but still, solo kill again, man, on the mid lane.
Alchemist bottom?
Yeah, Alchemist also falls. That's a kill for the Venge. Yeah, Rabbi was able to get the kill. And look at the harassment. It's like level 2 Shadow Strike plus level 1 Blink. Alright. Neon again, having an early good lane. I mean, early laning phase.
Really smooth as well. It's so cool how this Vengeful Spirit works actually as well. Because like if you come into the Vengeance or a range, all of a sudden you get bonus primary attributes, right? And if you've got a Queen of Pain with you, hold on a bit because Queen of Pain is going to go on the Grimstroke. Grimstroke I think eventually will go down here. Not rather to fight though.
Fairy Fire was also used. Playard still running away. There you go. Oh! Okay.
That was so close. Oh
and
no, Japo is here as well.
Lucky shot. No lucky shot for you. Just turns back. Another lucky shot. Double damage rune. And the Searing Chain will also connect. Slide of Fist. Fisher. Oh, where's the right click? Where's the right click, sir?
No way.
Oh, okay. Finally falls.
But the Ember goes down
Ember's
too.
also down. Okay. Sir.
Oh, it doesn't hit.
Stroke of Fate
Nice
misses.
Try.
Blink in 4, 3,
I think this
2.
Queen of Pain's gone. Oh, he loses
I know, he still has Mango. Yeah, it's fine.
It's okay.
Oh, he pops and blinks on high ground. No vicious.
Oh,
it was late. It was way too late.
The Grimstroke knew. He was like, hey, Fissure here, man, but the other chick was always sort of already looking to go back anyways, but okay, well done so far. I think for Neon Esports.
And there's the disarm. A lot of heroes in middle lanes grouping up. They want to go for Japoy, and the call will connect. Double remnant in.
There we go.
They're just making sure that they can get the kill on the Emperor. But play hard.
Go on this.
And there's the calling blade.
Yeah, the Axe. He's like, all right, I'm probably gonna die to this. I gotta TP home. Goodbye, guys. Yeah, I think I agree with this approach, right? Just keep going on to Japoy, kind of pressure him, right? Make him kind of feel a bit, maybe let's say tilted to a point that maybe then you can use this kind of opening to kind of exploit that weakness maybe on the Neon lineup. But of course, going into mid means Scam has been left alone. He's already got his Helm of the Dominator. He's going for his Morrigan next. I think, what do they build on IO nowadays? I think maybe you can go for a Deso or a Heart. I think maybe is one of those big items that you can go for. Yeah.
A position 1 carry hitting IO or Wisp. And look at Januel contesting the camp for the last hit, and he will get the last hit on that Rolling Thunder. No, he just cancel it. Just easily cancel that.
Time for Alchemist to farm. Obviously looking at the net worth as well, right? Scam is at the top. Actually, all 3 cores from the side of Neon Esports are at the top of the net worth chart.
Yeah, they are. It's been like
John
the
Wells
last 5
finally
minutes.
Get punished here, I think. A few more hits. There we go.
There you go. So the Dazzle is out. Actually, Axe is good against the Dazzle. Grape doesn't work that well if you're playing against Axe.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand. Dire's top tower is under attack.
So top lane, Axe is just sitting there, trying to force rotation, and a good call. There you go. Where's the follow-up? Man, the damage. But he has the Dominator, and he wants to chase out. No, he stops. It's fine. Level.
Hard to kill Tayo.
Yeah, it's in the max overcharged level, so it's fine. Look at the move speed.
I mean, yeah. Because the movement speed that he gets, right, is kind of coupled with the fact that he's got a Dominated Creep. And Dominated Creeps, they walk fast.
Oh, the mid lane.
So if you tether
Rolling
onto that,
Thunder. There you go. Two Rolling Thunder hits. Will he still go? No, he needs to go. He needs to back out.
Get out.
Swashbuckle out. And the Remnant. Where's the backup?
There we go.
Oh, okay.
They are.
Alright. Dazzle is also here. The bench with the right click. And they also want isolated. Oh! It's way too late. The swap
so close
wasn't
to Magic
used.
Missile. Yeah. Yeah, and I think swap would have actually been a better idea to go for instead of the Magic Missile, because at least with the swap, I think you've got a bit of a less cast time with that, because obviously Magic Missile has to make its way towards the opponent. But
Fisher plus the call.
Here.
Even the Echo was committed, man. And the Penguin is here. They know there's no Echo or Echo Slam for the Earthshaker, so this is the reason why they're so aggressive. But the Ember is here. Same chain will connect. Here comes a okay, Swashbuckle out. He avoids, but Rolling Thunder got cancelled. Oh, there you go. And this is a second calling blade going for the dunk, and he will get the dunk.
This is Gabe Joel.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I like what's coming out from Team Cambodia here. Watching the aggression that Neon is coming up with. Of course, they're making a lot of space for the Alchemist as well. Meaning, of course, that the Alchemist can go for maybe a respectable timing on his Radiance. And not to mention, I mean, in game number 1 of the first series of the day when they played against Team Singapore, when they ran this Alchemist, like, he didn't do too well either. It came to a point where the Alchemist was 0-3-0. Right now he's 1-2-1. He's got plenty of blast hits to his name. So I think this might be a similar game, right, to maybe Singapore and Team Cambodia. And Team Cambodia might come out on top just again with this Alchemist pick. Neon, though, playing aggressive once again.
Is there any big play here? Oh, okay, yeah, we'll go for the axe into the swap, Magic Missile. But the call was already been committed, and blinks out. And the axe is about to fall. It's being slowed down so much. But the IO did relocate.
Doesn't find anyone though.
He goes for the armlet build, man. Let's go.
They are going for the Ember though.
And the Ember still being chased out. It's like a fist. He doesn't have any Remnant. Swashbuckle. Okay, just get it out. They're just not going to force the aggression here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The bench so far is going to go for the Yasha. Alright.
Look at this damage from the IO, man.
That's
210 damage.
Yeah. It's currently tethered with Dipango. Will they go for this? Yes. Oh my god! The Swashbuckle plus the minus armor from the lucky shot. No, I think he's just gonna back out from this one. Oh no, he won the Earthshaker. There you go, good sir.
Wants to go for the Echo, but he's
Slam. And a good Sonic Wave coming from Play Hard. And they also want the axe. Is there any lucky shot? No lucky shot for you, sir. There you go. He connected to the Ember. Inkswell pops, but
wants to go for it. The IO's pretty tanky, my friend.
Yeah, he has armlet, Swashbuckle, and
Double kill.
it's just, you know, and he gets an extra sustain. Armlet tuggling, easy for the IO, man. But the Alchemist, dead again on top.
Ooh. Yeah,
he
they
got
found
killed.
him, I think, with his Vengeful and
The Dazzle.
This Dazzle, yeah, interesting. Shouldn't really be a kill actually to their names, but again, it is what it is. It's unfortunate, and I was about to say as well, oh, it's alright. They're making space for this Alchemist, right? But all of a sudden I see him, he's dead, and he's like, oh, that doesn't bode too well for your chances of winning the game.
Yes, Wild
But
Wing
Earthshaker.
Ripper.
Yeah, Earthshaker actually almost does have the Blink Dagger. Just needs a few more last hits. And he's good to go.
Yeah,
But this is definitely not the kind of game that we have been seeing from Neon, right? It's a sort of different game where they stomp their other series, right? Here we go, they're going to go on the Grimstroke, sorry.
There you go.
Easy kill.
Grimstroke is out. And is Scam done? No. It doesn't have any disable for the Ember Spirit. Ember's walking out, securing the bounty runes here.
Yeah. might get disabled. Oop.
No slight dodge, but he still has 2 remnant charges, so he's gonna be fine. Swap.
Swap?
Never mind.
Well played by the Ember. Top lane though, they are going for the Earthshaker, and Earthshaker does go down.
Earthshaker
They
down.
know that the Alchemist is nearby, actually.
And the TP.
No way.
Oh! He's swashbuckled, man.
That was so close.
Almost.
Bottom lane though, TP's coming in. Axe wants to set up on this IO.
But
not going to be able to
this
get the
one
call
is,
though.
he has the toughness aura from the wild boy.
Well, they want to go on a mid. He's already been swapped. I think he's died.
Oh no, he's dead. Easy burst. Not even needed the sonic wave, but you know, kill secured. Oh my god. Oh my god. And a good call.
Oh, but he hurts. Look at the damage.
Double kill.
The IO is just so tanky. He just does so much damage. Brings back a friend, obviously, back to the well, right? Hey, you want to be able to get a few items, friend? You want to go home? Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Just
well done.
And going for, is he going for a halberd?
Yeah, I think. Oh no! Oh, hold on a second. I think he just went for the Sanj for the self HP regen, right? So I think that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Stats of resistance, the strength, you benefit from a lot of these things. So I think the casual Sanj is actually not too bad. Really innovative coming out from Scamma here. I really like it.
Going for this unconventional heroes for his meta. And look at them, look at this IO go. He's just focusing the Grimstroke, and Grimstroke dead.
Wow.
Plus,
Okay. Look at this.
Oh man, he's dead. Double kill for the IO. Non-stop aggression, man. Something like an OG-esque style.
Sort of, yeah. Of course, the most famous IO core incident would probably be TI9, the TI9, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
With Ana IO taking over the main stage. But here we go. We've got big item timings coming out from Team Cambodia right now. They've got the Radiance on the Alchemist. They've got the Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker. Hence, the reason why they're going to go for a smoke now. So let's see what they can do with the smoke. I'm actually not sure whether or not you guys want to go right now. I mean, I get it if you're trying to make space for the Alchemist, but it's kind of hard. They can't go for a punish though. Let's see. Soulbind gets thrown up, but Choke is just dead. Damage is too much.
They're not done. They want more. They're just hanging out and just behind the tier 2 tower in mid lane. And easy tower once again. Ember needs to be careful though.
They're still hiding the Earthshaker Blink. Look at this. Even puts it down near the towers just in case, right?
Yeah.
Sort of just like, hey guys, look at me. I don't have a Blink. Psych, I've got it.
Are they going for a smoke? No smoke. Yeah. And that's, I mean, they haven't bought any smoke for the surprise blink or the blink reveal. Boots when Grimstroke's really poor in this game.
Yeah, not much you can do about that really. A lot of the farm is really going to be going to the other heroes. Nice D-ward coming out from Neon straight away. So that part of the map, not much info that you're going to get there. Top lane, they are thinking about the blink. Echo. Not much damage thrown out initially. Bring it down? Looks to be like it.
Oh my god, this eye is so tanky.
Oh, there we go.
Almost. Almost was able to do yeah, deader out. Here comes the rolling thunder. He connects on one. Where's the follow-up? No follow-up, sir. Another hit.
Back line.
Oh, you need to keep me careful. And there you go. Earthshaker down. Is Neon not yet? Sonic Wave connects on the Ember and Ember. Oh no! He made a mistake, man. He made a
Went the other way.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Alchemist is like, guys, keep making me space. Guys, your teammates are dead. The buyback thing coming in from the IO though, and he relocated into that fight, but TP is gonna be pretty quick. Does make it down mid lane, and I actually think Neon can go high ground here. They know that there's no Echo Slam.
Echo. The IO is one tanky here, bro. Next item is going for the heart. Basically another problem to deal with the IO.
Still going for that timing with the Tarrasque. Once this once this IO's got a harder Tarrasque, I really think it's impossible to kill him. But they know. They scan him out. The Alchemist, they know that he's here. Doesn't even have BKB. He's not going to be able to make it out. He's just flat out dead. Look at that damage, man.
Bench R damage. What else? Actually, that's about it. Bench R. Time to rush. Wave of Terror. Easy Roshan, man.
Look at that regen as well.
Ember outside, yeah. He spotted them.
He knows.
Yeah, he knows.
You got an Alchemist though.
Alchemist dead. 20 seconds dead. I think this is much more time, enough time for Neon to get the Aegis. Nah, they don't want to contest. Easy Roshan. Aegis in the hands of Skim for the IO.
Okay, they want to go mid. Easy setup for the Earthshaker. I think this guy's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh,
no chance.
Damage.
No chance.
It really hurts.
Oh, look at the IO. He wants more. He wants to chase the swap into the out. Easy burst, even with the out. I mean, the chemical rage is just not enough. And Axe with the blade weight doesn't matter. Good soul by it. On two, but the Sonic wave plus the wave of terror.
Killing spree.
Not done yet.
Yeah, they're not done. They want more. Greaves with Jaboy.
Look at this stay.
Oh, but a good Fisher. Yeah, but a Grave. Making sure that the IO has enough sustain.
I mean, they're diving to your man.
Swashbuck. Good job, boys. Aggressiveness in this game. And here comes the Tether. Inkswell misses. I mean, just throws the face.
Oh, it does get cancelled though.
Oh no.
Like it pop.
Oh, that was a pretty nice unstable concoction. Jumboy is down. IO round number 2, and here we go. Where's the good silence again?
Can it get it?
And this will be an easy pick-off. They punished Neon for their aggression. And now he's gonna be out. Oh no, the blink! The blink essence ring, man. For the extra sustain, another blink will be up.
See you later, nerds.
And I think he's fine. But Ayo is dead, Pango is dead. Same goes for the support Dazzle. Pretty much a good kill.
Later,
no objective was taken out from that fight for Neon.
Yeah, big team fight here for Team Cambodia. Obviously, you want to be able to have that kind of feeling that the enemy is sort of diving and you're getting to punish them. It feels kind of good. But of course, Chapoy is live once again. Not sure if they're going to be able to make it out this time.
Yeah, it's about to fall. Self-stun. Where's the follow-up? Stable concoction. Will he still fight? Oh my god. The right clicks, good sir. It's time to turn tail, sir. Swashbuckle out. Here comes the unstable concoction.
Vision?
Nerds. But I think it's fine.
Oh, damage is a bit tough. It's a bit tough. And he's dead.
He's dead. Oh, IO with a relocate! Overpower! And here we go, but he got called. Where's
everyone's going down?
No calling blade for you, sir.
Killing spree. Impossible kill.
The perfect timing on the relocate to be able to get that kill and then get out right afterwards. That's style points right now. I thought that that the Team Cambodia had this, they were like, all right, the opponent sort of dived us. That was a bit disrespectful. We get to punish them, but again, this IO, he's still a big deal. It's hard to be able to kill him, and this is not even with this. I mean, he's about to get heart right now.
Here's the heart.
And
here's for
you.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's dying anymore. I don't think any of his teammates are dying anymore either.
Yeah, with the tether sustain, max overcharge, 140 attack speed, plus 0.8% regeneration, 8-second duration. This IO is so buff. He can actually buff his teammates. Swap into the magic missile. They go for the Alchemist, And Sonic Boy finishing off with style.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
I like this feeling. Armlet, hard, helmet dominator, Sanj.
Yeah, the Sanj as well. Yeah, the Sanj actually really got me on board. Because looking at the self HP regen, man, it's just quite a lot. Strength, status resistance, like all these things, Io can really benefit from. But the Ember's caught.
Queen of Pain going in, but a good stun. But the Rolling Thunder comes into effect. Where's the follow up? Or the dodge? But no, they have a different plan in mind. They will take out the Grimstroke immediately. Isolated, being isolated inside the base. Two lanes of frac possibly, but the Grimstroke will buy back. Stable Concoction will connect, but they want the IO, but I think that's a bad target for them. This IO is one tanky wisp. And the stun, magic missile, he pops BKB, a stable caution. See, there's still no damage, but it's just healing up. But there you go, Dazzle's down. But the IO still wants to fight Swashbuckle. Almost taking out 2 heroes.
I mean, IO's really tanky, man. I don't see him dying, not unless he's gonna dive the fountain, to be honest.
Easy kill. And that's a dieback. That's a dieback for the Alchemist. And they just continue the aggression. He's just getting outplayed left and right. Here comes the overcharge there. Even the Echo's committed. Oh, the swap. And the rolling blade misses. Look at the region, dude. Look at the region now. Here goes the rolling thunder. Oh, man. Cleaning up SN Esports here.
I mean, they're just keeping the opponents at bay right now. Oh, nice play! Nice play!
How can you kill this guy?
I'd say wicked sick.
Look at this.
Overcharge, heart, region, everything.
They're camping the base right now. They're gonna wait for the Alchemist. Not sure if he's gonna be able to survive this, to be honest. Japoy's taking quite a lot of damage, though. He's gonna go down. So this is a bit of, you know.
I've seen this before.
Okay, no. He was hoping for the shallow grave to come in. Alright, I get it.
Yeah.
He was hoping for the shallow grave to come in, didn't come in, but I think here we go. Neon, gonna focus on trying to take down the base. Not sure if they can now, actually, because this Alchemist is alive. Now this Ember is alive. Axe is about to come alive.
Oh, he misses the sleight of fist. Oh, the tether out. Fancy.
I'm not sure if this bench is going to be able to make it in time. A lot of people are camping this, actually. Axe, there we go.
Oh, that was perfect call. And look at the region, but it's not enough. It's not enough, sir. Yeah. And the magic missile with terror. And the sonic wave. Oh, where's the Echo Slam? Oh, another alive. Unstable concoction will connect.
Oh, he does go down.
But same goes for Ember Spirit. He got bezeled up, plus the Shadow Strike is dead.
Yeah, Alchemist is alive again, actually. He's got buyback all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, he got buyback. I thought he bought a died back. But Queen of Pain, Yule Scepter, and he's dead. No, yeah, he's dead for 1 minute.
Yeah,
even
sloppy
the bench.
play coming out from Neon.
It's just so much aggressive plays. What's the swap? No chance for the swap.
He's gonna go down.
Yeah, he's dead. Oh, Rolling Thunder! They want to fight it up! Johnny wants to fight! He doesn't have BKB and Stable Concoction is dead, man!
Vengeful Spirit. I mean, while he's dead, right, he's got this illusion that can do damage still. Don't think that went into the calculations, of course, of Team Cambodia right there, but as I was saying, this is the beginning of the end. Obviously, probably just waiting for the other heroes here of Neon to come in. Yeah, Team Cambodia. I mean, it was a nice try, right? I think they did much better in game number 2 than in game number 1. Obviously, game's not over just yet, so I don't want to finalize things too much.
Now, Roshan will be up in 1 minute and 4. Okay, Queen and Pain is back. And the Ember needs to be careful. And here comes the IO. He has to do more
He's gonna be able
remnants.
to get out.
Yeah, he will.
He's trying his best to cut the wave.
But IO giving us so much damage. Hitting almost... Yeah, he's hitting 300 damage here. He's going for SNY. And the relocate. And here comes the sustain.
Look at that,
Full
man.
HP
He's just full
supply.
life all of a sudden.
And Rolling Thunder hitting the axe. He's gonna be dead.
Ouch. Ouch. He's not gonna be able to get him. Jawboy's left alone though.
Yeah, he's alone. Oh, here comes the Sonic Wave.
Back.
And the Grave, here it comes. The stable concoction, but the IO is near. Once IO tethers, no, it didn't tether to the bench. Okay, Soul Mine. Phantom's Embrace, but no follow-up, man. No, just no follow-up. And he waited, and it's a bit late. Even the bench is so tanky in this game.
Oh, the
Terror, Axe is dead. Ends with the follow the Emperor Spirit, plus a good swap. Right clicks. BKB doesn't work as well for the Alchemist.
No buybacks as well for these two heroes.
Axe the quad back.
Oh, there we go, the first that player once again.
And where's the Grave? There's the Grave.
They got a grave.
Yeah. One mistake is enough though.
Coming in. I think it's time to finish up. Not unless they want to dive maybe one more time.
Double Sedge? What the heck? It's a double Sedge, Nate. And look at Java, he goes swashbuckle out, he's fine. No problems, the Echo is
nice
also
echo,
committed. And the IO! In the IO! He still survives, same moves for the bench. But it's a totem. Go Scepter, well played, good sir. Well played.
Look at it. That's a stain, man. I think that's saying something. That's a position for Queen of Pain. Tanking up the fountain because he's linked up to an IO, right? This is a walking fountain pretty much right now.
Double Sedge.
Oh yeah?
Double Sedge.
Even one for the SNY actually. Yeah, so overall, I think I wouldn't say a clean game this time. Sorry for Team Neon. Bit sloppy, especially towards the end. Obviously, they're all just having fun at that point, but there was a point I think where Team Cambodia had that kind of light. You know, they had a kind of a bit of hope. Obviously, with the Alchemist pick, you have that confidence at least going your way. But he really didn't do too much this game, to be honest. I mean, he got the farm, he got the Radiance, he got the BKB, but didn't really do much after that. It was a nice try with the Earthshaker, nice try with the Axe. Ember Spirit didn't do too well in the lane once again. Although did better this time, game number 2 compared to game number 1. But at the end of the day, we're talking about Neon Esports, right? They didn't play the kind of style wherein they play fast-paced, right? Wherein they play, you know, the zoo meta, or they go for the objectives. They sort of just waited for this IO to go online, and then when he was online, everyone just got that crazy sustain that I got. You know, the Panglia was really tanky, the Vengeful Spirit was really tanky, the Queen of Pain was really tanky, the Dazzle, if anyone was actually in a bit of trouble, could obviously throw out a bit of heal. He had the Grave as well to be able to help out whoever was in a bit of trouble. So I think overall, it's a different style coming out from Neon Esports, but nonetheless, it worked. And yeah, Team Cambodia, it was a nice try from them, valiant try, better than game number 1. So I see improvement at least in this team, but unfortunately, at the end of the day, it just was not enough.
This IO is so farm. 17,000 network. He actually did go for the double Sedge before going for the SNY. It's kind of, you know, they're just having fun when they're just diving into the fountain without any regard.
They could have ended it a bit more cleanly. Maybe let's say 5 minutes ago, right? Maybe this game already would have been over. But at the end of the day, I mean, these guys are a bit too farmed. They already know that the Alchemist doesn't really have any kind of build that can kind of bring them back into the game. You maybe have like a Medusa that can go for a Divine Rapier, or have like a Sniper that can go for a Divine Rapier, but Alchemist is not really that kind of hero. A bit too soft, right? And yeah, I mean, again, it was just a nice try overall for Team Cambodia. So well played for Team Esports. They clean up, I think, today with 2-2-0s, right?
2-2-0s, right?
Yeah.
Proving that we're just up ahead with you guys a bit in terms of the draft. And I just want to know how Josh is doing. Hey Josh, have you seen the IO?
Yeah. It's just like I'm happy, of course, because Filipino pride. But regardless, like I can't say that I'm not disappointed in this game because I really had high hopes for Cambodia because like everybody likes the underdogs, right? And since they had the Alki pick, I was really expecting, I was hoping for them to at least put up a pretty decent fight. But what happened in the late game was an absolute massacre. So it's like that's what I want to ask, Nate. You always have high regards for the Alki pick. So you say that given the right space, given the right circumstances, you can actually have a comeback and have the Alki carry the team. So in this game, did you think that there was any chance of them coming back?
It was sort of just the fact that Team Cambodia kept leaking kills, right? It was always just kill after kill. Neon always found someone on the map, so Team Cambodia was never really playing 5v5 Dota in a way. I mean, the Alchemist, right? He got his Radiance at an okay time. I think even earlier than in the Alchemist game that they played. But it was just the style that they played it, right? Because with the Alchemist in the first series of today, when they played against the Team Singapore, he went for a blink right after the Radiance, if I'm not mistaken, and then he went for a BKB. So they played that kind of fast, or at least aggressive Dota with the Alchemist instead of just farming. So I think overall, the difference between these two games was that it was just Neon Esports, they're already too far ahead. It was kind of the same, I think, with the Singapore, right?
Yeah.
But the way that Neon Esports is far ahead is that they make sure that the game is done.
Yeah.
Right? At Singapore, they were the ones who were leaking kills, and with this game, it was more of Cambodia. Kind of, okay, the Grimstroke all of a sudden dies, or the Axe picked off, the Ember Spirit all of a sudden is locked down. So it was just a bit unfortunate because obviously you know that Team Cambodia, when they get that Alchemist, they turn into a different team. But it was just not the case this time because, it was ironic to say that it was a clean game from Neon Esports. So obviously, and it wasn't, but it was just overall, right? Like Neon Esports, they didn't take their foot off the gas, and they just kept going and going and going.
And noticing watching the IO gameplay, it was like I remembered what you said. Like Neon has this patch figured out that they can go to this extent, like to get these picks to build this kind of draft. Is that how good they are in this patch? Is that?
I guess. What are your thoughts, Cubs? Because I think Neon Esports has the patch figured out pretty well, and it might actually be pretty disastrous for this team if all of a sudden there's a patch that comes in and everything kind of changes.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen a lot of teams, getting comfortable on a certain patch. Wherein when a new patch comes out, they'll have this issue. Okay, so we're currently stuck with the previous patch, wherein we just mastered it, and then here comes another patch.
Yeah.
So it's time to adjust once more. We've seen teams fall off, right? A lot of problems matching up with the new patch, but still, well, it really depends on the certain teams on how well they adapt to the new patch. Well, it's still a big question mark. It all depends on each member of the team, or as a group, on how they can determine the new patches that will come out.
Yeah. But I mean, if nothing changes and Neon keeps this momentum up, then I know I don't doubt that they'll win this competition. But anything can happen still. And I'd like to give a big congratulations to Neon because they have a clean slate for today's games. And for tomorrow, I believe they are going to have matches against Singapore, if I'm not mistaken, at 10 a.m.
Double check,
Yeah.
actually.
Anyway, we will have the match schedules posted, I believe. Yes, Kelps?
Yeah, they got 2 more series tomorrow.
Yeah.
Actually, they will be beginning tomorrow against versus Team Singapore. So you are correct. They will be playing against Team Thailand as well. But Team Thailand is actually quite. I mean, the players that I do see on that team. I mean, they are let's say I think with Fearless and Boombell, right? These are two of the players that have played in the SEA Games as well.
Yeah.
And of course, we did see Team Thailand go up against Team Philippines in the grand finals. And obviously, that was a different time. There was with a few more different players, but I think Team Thailand can maybe surprise us.
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping tomorrow's matches will be a bit more of a neck and neck game than compared to today's matches.
Yeah.
Well,
sure.
for sure.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, and that's it. That's it for today's games. The results will probably be posted in the page, so stay tuned, guys, if you want to see the stats and all of that. But again, guys, this broadcast is brought to you by Samsung. Experience the awesome performance of their brand new Samsung Galaxy A51 and A71. Also, guys, do not forget to follow Razer on Facebook at facebook.com/Razer, Tier 1 Entertainment at facebook.com/Tier 1 Entertainment, and Samsung at facebook.com/SamsungPH. And guys, Cubs and Nate, do you have anything to say for the last words for today's schedule?
Not much for me, to be honest. I mean, happy to be here, obviously. Happy to see Southeast Asian Dota be put on the main stage at least. Happy to see that some of these teams actually get a bit more exposure, especially for teams like Team Cambodia. Excited to see other teams, and hopefully we'll get maybe a bit more, let's say, level-headed matchups in the coming days. But I mean, this has just been day one, so
yeah,
I'm happy with what I saw. Yeah.
Cubs, you good?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, guys. If that's it, big thanks. That's gonna be it for us here. On behalf of all the production and broadcast crew, the Razer and Tier 1 Entertainment staff, guys, thank you for watching. Cubs and Nate, thanks for the awesome casts. Cloud,
thank you,
peace out.
man. Peace out.
Samsung Galaxy A unlocked!
Gaming with this phone means you don't have to wait, so your characters can boogie and performance is great. Go Dragon, go Dragon, go, 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 go Dragon!
The SEA Games eSport event was absolutely a historical moment, not just for Southeast Asia region, but for the global eSport audience. With our sight firmly set to establish eSport at Olympic Games as a vision of our CEO Min, there are three focuses that we have to really go forward and have our vision established in the near future. The first is to grow our global eSport audience. Second is to establish the fundamentals, infrastructure, and local development among the country at the grassroots level. And the most scalable and sustainable way is to work with the eSport Federation, where they have the sole objective to develop this as a true sport in the country.
I remember on Game 5 where Philippines is starting out slow, but after a minute of back and forth, Philippines managed to force and win a team fight in the mid lane. That crucial team fight helped the Philippines regain momentum and win the series. I am really excited to see the competition, especially with how it ended in SEA Games, will Philippines defend their title or will Indonesia stop them? I am also looking forward to other countries such as Myanmar to get their shot at redemption.
အရင်နှစ်စီးကိန်းကတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီမြန်မာနိုင်ငံအနေနဲ့ဆိုကျွန်တော်2တင်း3တင်းသွားရတယ်ပေါ့နော်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီ Mobile Legends Dota AOV 3တင်းသွားရတယ်ပြီးတော့ကျတော့အရင်အခုကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီစသွားတဲ့နှစ်မှာပဲ Esports ကလည်းစပြီးတော့ပေါ်လာတာဆိုတော့ကြောက်လေမြန်မာနိုင်ငံအသင်းအနေနဲ့တော်တော်လေးတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့အထဲတွေကိုတော့တိုးလိုက်ရတယ်ဗျချိုးဘယ်လိုမျိုးပြောမလဲရလက်တီကတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့မကောင်းခဲ့ဘူးဗျဒါပေမဲ့သူတို့အနေနဲ့အကောင်းဆုံးတော့ဒီကနေပဲကြိုးစားသွားခဲ့တယ်အရင်နှစ်တုန်းကလည်းကျွန်တော်ဘယ်လိုမျိုးပြောမလဲ MES ဘယ်လိုမျိုးမထင်မှတ်ဖ ೇನೆ ကျွန်တော်ပို့ဘယ်လိုမျိုးပြောလဲအများကြီးပို့ပြီးတော့လုပ်ပြနိုင်ခဲ့တယ်ပို့ပြီးတော့လည်းကျန်းခဲ့တဲ့ပွဲအဲ့လိုမျိုးထိုးနီး၎င်းပဲကျွန်တော်ဒီနေ့မှလည်းဒီလိုမျိုး Razer SEA-Invitational ပွဲရလဲလာအောင်မယ်အဲ့လိုမျိုးပုံစံခန်းနာကြီးပဲထပ်ပြီးတော့လာအောင်မယ်ဆိုတော့ရှင်ပြိုင်ရတဲ့သူတွေဆော့ရတဲ့သူတွေပို့ပြီးတော့စိတ်လှုပ်ရှားမလို့ကျွန်တော်ထင်တယ်စောင့်နေကြတဲ့သူတွေလည်းများမယ်လို့ထင်တယ်ပြီးတော့တခုရှိတာက
For Mobile Legends Bang Bang, the Razer SEA-Invitational will feature 10 teams randomly drawn into 2 groups, a best of 2 round-robin preliminaries followed by a double elimination playoff format.
To me, the exciting part is to see them coming back with 10 nations this time participating in SEA-Invitation. It's for them to defend the title or to claim the title for their countries.
Unbreakable, unstoppable, I push to the edge and take it all. I'm born to be untamable, go right to the edge and never fall. Me do my two-step. You got the best of me.
This isn't about fame, fortune, or following. This is a calling. This is desire. This is obsession. This is what it takes to win. They search for more speed, focus, control. This is more than a game. This is esports.
love playing games and you're always hunting for the best deals. Now you can get more back just from the way you pay. Introducing Razer Gold, the virtual credit for games and entertainment that rewards you back. With Razer Gold, you get to enjoy more savings with exclusive deals. Get access to special bonus gifts and in-game items you can't find anywhere else, like unique weapons and skins. What's more, with every dollar in Razer Gold spent, you'll earn Razer Silver, our rewards program. Just like airline miles, the more you spend, the more you'll earn. Just keep collecting Razer Silver, and once you've got enough, you can redeem it for Razer hardware, games, gift cards, and more. With Razer Gold, you get more savings and gifts, and automatically earn Razer Silver to redeem even more cool gear. It's the best way to get rewarded just for being a gamer. Get started by signing up for a Razer ID on gold.razer.com. Take a moment to verify your account so it's totally secure. And that's it. Start filling up your e-wallet with Razer Gold and enjoy rewards with every spend. So how do you fill up your e-wallet with Razer Gold? It's easier than you think. We've got over 1 million partners and stores around the world, both online and offline, where you can top up your e-wallet with Razer Gold. Don't have a credit card? No problem. Reload your wallet by purchasing these Razer pins. You can easily find them at your nearest convenience store, supermarket chain, or pawn shop. Prefer to do things online? We've got you covered. Reload your wallet with your credit card, internet banking, and even your telco bill via direct carrier billing. Now that you're stocked on Razer Gold and you found something you'd like to purchase, here's how you pay with Razer Gold. Click on Pay with Razer at the checkout segment of your purchase. Log into your Razer Gold account and use your wallet balance to check out. If there's insufficient Razer Gold, simply reload your wallet with a specified amount via online banking, credit card, or buying Razer pins from a store. Here's a sweet deal to get you started. Create an account now and verify, and we'll reward you with 1,000 Razer Silver. Start getting rewarded and getting more back when you pay with Razer Gold now.